Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Affairs of Wizards. I am Stephen Merlino, the DM and writer of this campaign. Soon, well, I shouldn't say soon, sometime in the near future, maybe before Christmas, or before the holidays, I should say, it could be available on the DM's Guild or Drive Through RPG. Yes. We're looking forward to starting it up again. We have one missing member. Kiry, played by Jen, is just flown into Seattle for the big convention,
PAX
and
West.
yeah, PAX West, and so she's getting settled with her partner, I believe, in a hotel someplace, and hopefully around 7 o'clock she can drop in. But we're not going to let that stop us. So in the meantime, we'll be playing, and with these three players who I'd like to introduce themselves, starting with Gar today.
Oh, I go first. Hi, everybody. I'm Garwar. You can find me online here on Twitch, Twitch TV/Garwar. I stream video games. I also do a lot of content creation for a game called Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find over 170 guides for the game made by me to help you on your journeys in the game over on the Idle Champions subreddit. And you get a code. You can see it on screen down there. You can put exclamation point code in chat. Get yourself an Electrum chest for Idle Champions.
Cool.
Gwen, you're up.
Hello, my name is Gwendolyn. I'm going to be playing the ever lovely gothic Aggie today, our cleric of the grave. And my question for you, audience, is what thing would be worse if it was 10 times bigger? Or what animal would be worse if it was 10 times bigger? Just something for your brain to think about right now, because I don't have any updates for you right now.
All
But
of them, I think.
10 times bigger. Think about this. Think about this. It's going to eat in your brain.
All of
Brain
them.
worms being one of the worst ones. Um, uh, Michelle, you have something great to tell us.
Uh, I have an extreme phobia of those big giant flying cockroaches. So I'm gonna say those. If they were 10 times bigger, would be the most terrifying insect ever. But yeah, okay. Way to derail the game.
We hadn't started. It's
Oh,
fine.
right, everyone roll initiative. Anyway,
The giant
I'm
flying
Michelle
cockroach.
Chang. I'm the Chief Phoenix Wrangler over at phoenixdice.com, where you can go to get dice and other adventuring needs. I'll be playing a Smalley Tailsinger today. And yeah, if you want to find me to talk about him or anything dice related, I'm cool with that. At Phoenix Dice at pretty much all the social media. We only have a couple of days left of our con save. 20% off everything in the store if you use the code CONSAVE. But yeah, happy to be here. Oh, don't forget, everybody, exclamation point ticket, was it?
Ticket.
I
Yep.
can never remember. It's an exclamation point ticket to join the giveaway for a free set of dice.
I
Cool.
forgot to mention, going first threw me off. I'm playing Bandy, who is a wizard thief with anxiety issues. Yeah,
Everybody's got anxiety issues in this.
which I'll put my cosplay on. Okay.
I mean, it's
Everybody's got
2024,
look,
everybody.
in a world filled with magic, everybody should have anxiety issues, right? Like anything could happen at any time. What? Like, yeah, yeah.
Well,
Everybody should
speaking
have
of
anxiety.
which, you were just jumped by a couple old crones who had some magic and had a little band of stick-like thorny creatures, um, and nearly I don't know, took you out there for a second, but then you guys got the upper hand, and when
So,
last,
Stephen, would you
yes.
say last episode was a Game of Crones?
Oh, it was
Blah,
a
blah.
Game of Crones, yes. And last we left you, you had, I believe, looted the dead bodies, as is customary in these situations. And you did hear some owl calls that finally stopped. These owl calls being made by do you understand who was making the owl calls or what
Who?
was? Yeah,
That's the
Who?
thing we don't know.
stop it.
We have an idea. We have an idea that it was the crone that lived.
Mm.
The crone that lived. Yes. Okay. So there you are on the stage of life in the road, surrounded by gloom and gray, sickly looking, but somehow thriving ivy, which I believe Kiry decided was probably not from this plane, more likely from a shadow plane of some kind. So what you gonna do?
I love this purse. This is the greatest thing ever. Yeah, I've got it. I'm just like looking down, like it's
Oh my
tied off
God.
my bag. It's just a dead, folks. It's a dead rat. That this hag made into a purse. This is awesome. I love it. This is great. Everybody, I gave the gold out to everybody, right? Last episode I split up the gold, except for
I don't need
Smalley.
any.
Yeah, I,
There's Smalley's rainy day
Bandy's
fund.
still got like a little pouch that puts Smalley's cut in for when Smalley's finally like, I need money, and then there's Smalley's gonna have their cut.
Yeah, poor Smalley. He's not very worldly, but every now and then he wants something.
But
Like
at some point,
sure.
we're gonna come upon a tart vendor again, and
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna be
yeah, and it's
How
all
Oh
many-
over
no.
How many
for
monies?
charity for puppies, and you know,
A puppy orphanage.
yeah.
I'll take
Aw.
all my money.
All right.
I don't.
Okay.
Where is everybody? Did Webb finally get back here? Like, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Molly
waiting for
went
Webb.
Yep. Oh, I
Molly went and
should
carried Webb through.
I should
We
have
have huge overgrowth of like
yes.
10-foot tall grass and everything, and Webb is
Yeah.
a tiny little halfling.
Yeah. So you are currently struggling through mounds of ivy
I'm
because
not struggling.
that last crone cast something like plant growth in the area to make her escape, and you guys are just bogged down in it. But
I'm burning, just clear burning firebolt, just making a path. We're going this way, right? Is this the way we're going? Just firebolt. Did we want to chase after it? We just want to leave, right?
I think we just gotta keep going.
I think we just want to leave. We want to get out of here. I don't want to be
I
here.
think it's a good idea. I'm gonna help with the clear burning with the hand axes. So it's chop
Nice.
and then clear burning.
I'm gonna be healing up Webb and Kiry.
I know
Kiry,
Webb took a hit. I can't remember if Kiry did or not.
Kiry,
Webb
how are
was-
you
Webb
feeling?
was way down.
Oh, I'm so anxious. I'm gonna be real quiet for a little bit here. I'm like, no worries, Kiry. You take care of yourself. Take some time to reflection.
I mean, we did just kill like plants
Yeah.
in front of a druid, right? So, maybe
No. She's gone
Invasive
silent.
plants.
they
Invasive.
were invasive.
That's
Yeah, they were
true.
invasive species. They were
That's
definitely
so
invasive
important.
species. So, and I'm just burning. I'm burning. Fireball, just over and over. Gotta love cantrips.
All right. So
Mm.
you know that. I guess you really don't know where the road goes because it's all overgrown.
Yeah.
You know the direction roughly that you were going. You know the direction from which you have heard some sounds, like you heard a slithering rustling up to the north. You heard owl calls up to the north-ish. But I'm not sure yeah. So as far as you have to kind of ignore the map here because it is overgrown, and so you have no idea where the road is.
I mean, we'd kind of would have seen it. We knew that it went ahead and turned to the right, but we can't necessarily
Yeah.
see it until we get out of the
Mhm.
overgrowth area, and that's a huge area, right?
It's like 100 feet radius.
It's a lot.
So
So it's
200
going to
feet
take a little
across.
while.
Yeah.
Clear out.
A long time if you're relying on burning it. And the sun is
Nothing else.
and the sun is setting. That's the other thing you should consider.
Smalley's stomach growls, so it's like, and he's like, I think we should stop and make camp. I'm hungry.
In the middle of all this,
Yeah, my ham is extra spicy. It's good right now.
that might be the sound your stomach is making. It might be from the ham, not because you need more ham.
I
But
think Vandy might be
I've
right
got
on this one.
rations. I've got and I'm like pulling. I'm like rations, trail rations. Like they're not, trust me, it's gonna be better for your stomach than that ham, I think.
Perception checks, please.
oh no, here we go.
We
First
always get
check.
those when things are going well.
I'm back. I'm no longer on expeditious retreat, so I'm rolling ones again.
Ooh, 15.
Aggie and Smalley.
I'm just looking at my bag. Rations.
It's tanned. Why would they tan a rat?
Aggie, Smalley, Webb, and Kiry. Everyone but Bandy. You smell what it's like wood smoke, like campfire smoke. And I guess if you sniff around, you scored well enough to sense that it's coming from let's just say generally north. You couldn't tell if it was northeast or northwest or due straight north. But
Possible
like
that
campfire.
there's also a smell of food.
Let me just roll see how lucky you are. Yes, maybe. I mean, when you think of campfires, you think of food, because what's a campfire for except for cooking?
Hot dogs and s'mores.
There's face in the bag, like, oh, there's a mold. Just throwing those out. Okay, here's good ones. We still got good ones. Anybody? What's everybody looking at?
You can't smell that?
Smalley's
just
already
got a
going.
face full of bag storage. It's gonna take a minute for
and
my
that
nose
rat,
to clear out.
that rat purse really that doesn't smell great either. It smells. I mean, that might be what you smell.
That's great.
Everyone needs a good
camouflage.
worse.
Everyone needs a good worse. Yeah.
Well, Smalley, do you think we should head towards the campfire, or do we think it's just more of those old ladies giving us a hard time?
He's already hacking his way through the brush.
Oh,
He's
Smalley.
hungry.
All right, I guess we're going.
All right, let's go.
We're going that way. All right.
Smalley's the leader. Smalley's in charge, so it makes sense.
Go ahead and move your token, Smalley, so I can see where you're going.
Due north.
Okay.
Due north in it.
Okay. Well,
How far can we go?
Well, now we're gonna switch maps.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second. Let's see.
We know that, like, that. I think that the weird sounds were coming from this way, so just be ready.
I'm sure they're super cool, and we're not about to get jumped again.
Yeah, maybe they're nice people because campfires. So I bet
I'm
there's
good
s'mores.
after the last fight, but I think Webb's still. Webb, are you okay? Is Webb? Where are you?
Webb's doing a lot better.
I'm doing fine. Don't worry.
Lost you in the weeds. Sorry.
I was a little upset. I'm okay now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you have some of the ham? Smalley's liberal with sharing it, which is so nice.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Thanks.
And I just had Webb some trail rations.
You're pretty great. Yeah, you're pretty great, Smalley. But you got a different kind of stomach than what I know. Okay. I've duplicated this map too many times here. Just a second. It's a bit silly. All right. There we are. Oh, very good. Can you see where you are now? You see your peoples?
Above, yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's in the upper map, and what you find is you push through to a kind of clearing. And let's see. There, I think that gives you pretty good. If you want to move your tokens up to where the clearing is, Smalley busts through in a clearing. He's first through.
Hello. Anybody?
You do smell the smoke is a little stronger here. You slash through ivy brush into like I guess that's, what would you say the dimensions of this clearing are? Why don't we find out? Oh, about 50, 60 feet by 40 feet. Okay. 40-foot clearing, surrounded, ringed by hills of ivy. Give me a second while I center the map for the roll for the
Is it that same gray, like twisted stuff?
Yes, same stuff.
Okay.
Experiencing a little difficulty. Oh, there it is. It wants to do that. I want it to do this. Okay. So yeah, you've got, it looks like some of the newer stuff is lighter colored, like up here to the north. It's fresher, younger ivy. To the left, what you see, this big the black ivy, what that is what looks like a very large tree that has been almost entirely engulfed in ivy. So it looks like it might have been an oak. Let me reveal more of that. It's a huge tree, and you can kind of see the edges of it are draped. It forms a kind of circular curtain of ivy around the base of the tree.
Do we look like ants when we look at this, like to the tree? Like, do we look like ants to like tree ants? Does that?
Oh my God. Terrible.
So is it hanging down like weeping willow style? Is the ivy coming off?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that?
So it kind of makes an effect of a weeping willow.
If I were something bad, I'd want to hide under there.
Why bad stuff only? I mean, sometimes it's cool stuff.
Because this is like twisted, shadowy vines, and not like happy, fun vines. That's probably why.
Well, the vines aren't going here, so
They're all over that. I mean, that's what that is. They're just not. I mean, they're not like moving and trying to grab us here. Oh, I just jinxed it. Oh, why did I do that?
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
Kiry,
what do you think?
Ready for fireballs. Just
hello.
On an unrelated note, I'm going to roll for since we leveled up, my hit points.
Go for it. If you roll badly, like
is it one bad?
What is it, a die 8?
Yeah, D8, yeah.
All right, well, I'll roll for you and you can take the better of the two. Unless I roll the same thing and then we have to re-roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, right. What are we doing for that? Are we rolling here?
I had already
Yeah,
I got like a 5.
I just have flair for dramatics.
There's
excellent.
A 4. 4 is better, Nate.
4 is better. Thanks, boss.
Small,
Not average.
Do you rolling?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. Is this a good time to discuss what neat things happened at 3rd level for each of you? It might be interesting to the players.
I got more health.
Viewers, more health. Okay.
I
think we
have
all
a
get
couple
more
spell
health.
slots, but I can't. I haven't. We haven't slept, so I can't learn anything.
Surely you've thought about what they will be.
Well, yeah. I mean, but it's because it's the ones from the book. I'm still waiting to scribe those in because.
Okay. So we will wait.
I mean, I'm a wizard. I'm not just making spells up out. I don't see a wizard that way. I'm like, I've got spells to transcribe, and now I'm a high enough level, but I need time to sit down and.
Okay.
Respect.
So once you've had that time and you've had your rest, then I'll ask you what neat things you've acquired at third level. Okay.
For Bandy, he has to have that time.
Okay.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
No one seems to be replying, Smalley.
But where's the smell coming from?
You could roll again if you want.
I am going to actually enable my magic awareness,
Oh, what's that?
which is a new feature that I've gained from leveling up to 3 to
Cool.
Path of the Wild Magic Barbarian.
Oh,
These are very fun, especially when you get up to higher level.
Yeah.
And especially if the DM allows you to work a little bit off of the table that they give you. The table they give you is there's 8 effects that happen randomly whenever you rage, and at higher levels whenever you take damage or fail a save or something. Something crazy happens. So it's nice.
Because
So
you're
we got
magical?
because I'm magical.
Because you're magical. Okay, cool.
The in Smalley's backstory, he had possibly made contact with something that gave him these cool stuff. So as he levels up, the magic does too.
Oh.
So here we go. Magic awareness. As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet.
Ooh.
Nope, that isn't
Yeah.
behind total cover.
Okay. Okay. You sense some pretty potent magic about 40-ish feet to your west, but you only see glimpses of it shining through between gaps in the leaves. It's not quite total cover. So
Hey guys, there's something sparkly over here. It sparkles. I can't see it, but
Smalley doesn't know what magic is.
Like coin sparkles or like jewel sparkles or like vampire sparkles. You got to be specific.
When I sense a spell, I also know which school of magic it belongs to, but in this case it's Smalley, so you know, it's what kind of sparkle?
Yes, Stephen, what kind of sparkle?
It's kind of yucky dead things sparkle.
Oh, so not a sparkle. It's
Oh
more
yeah,
like a
sparkle like Aggie sparkle.
Like let's see, have you ever seen anything like this? Have you ever seen an animated skeleton or zombie? Yeah. Yeah.
well, not I guess.
No, you're not really sure, but it's just kind of yucky dead thing magic sparkle.
So I mean, it's kind of black and gross sparkle, but you know, that way.
And just he's pointing at the big tree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. But like this could be another fight. Just be careful.
Maybe we don't need to check it out. You know what I mean? What are we, like, nosy people?
When Smalley, I know enough that when Smalley sees a sparkle, they're gonna check it out. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
that's true.
He gets a little closer to the tree.
Yeah, you can
wait, Smalley, before you do that, Smalley, come back over here, Smalley.
I'm staying fairly close, but a little back.
And I'll
try to get visual angles.
Smalley, I'll cast light on this rock, and it'll be bright yellow light, and I'll say, toss this rock in here and see if you can see something a little bit better when you go there. You know what I mean? So if there's something dangerous, you know, you'll see it before, you know what I mean? You won't go in there and then you'll go, you know?
I think there's just s'mores, so I'm just gonna go in there and see if there's s'mores.
No, my shiny rock. All right.
I mean, I do take the rock and I do toss it in there looking for s'mores.
Oh, I wish you smelled s'mores. No, you do, but the smoke is much stronger here. So you peer through the ivy, and what you see, you have half orc guys, so you see in the dark, basically, right? So it's very gloomy under here, But under this tree, this spreading tree, in its sort of drip line of this tree, is, it looks like a yard. Like there's a picnic table, with some chairs. There's like a butcher's block. There's definitely a smoldering campfire with like a tripod over it, and a big hanging pot. And you probably do smell something in that pot, like who knows what, but it doesn't smell bad. It smells like something savory. You see these, let's see, why don't you roll perception, see what else you notice.
Ooh.
Smelling
that
about-
is a
Okay. It looks like a yard, and but maybe the reason you don't notice maybe everything in the yard is that there's something sparkly, is a man sitting at the table, and he looks kind of surprised. He has an eye patch, and he just kind of looks like surprised. His one eye is really open, wide.
Hi. Hello.
He's absolutely motionless. Looks like, yeah.
Are you cooking?
Nothing.
I have things to trade.
Is there somebody in there? Smalley?
Yeah, there's a guy. He's got one eye, and he's kind of sparkly.
But okay. Like, and so I'm gonna move up, and I'm just gonna peek.
I'll
why
wait
don't
just a
you
little bit longer.
roll perception also.
17.
Mm-hmm. The man you're looking at, and so you see this yard.
Paranoia has set in.
Now you have good eyes too, right? So
I mean, there's a lighted rock in there, but yes, I
didn't.
have dark
I
vision.
thought that was not.
No, yeah, she chucked it in.
Embraced
threw it
by Smalley. Okay.
No pity.
What you see is this yard. It looks like a yard, and there's a butcher block. It looks like a table, like a cooking table near the campfire there's a tripod over the campfire, a spit. It looks like a cooking table with jars of, I don't know, you would imagine herbs or salt or whatever. And there's utensils on that table. There's also, you notice, looks like a door in a wall. There's the hill kind of ends abruptly under and the tree spreads a little bit over it. So you see this wall. It looks like you've seen so many tombs. You see what looks like an empty tomb, but someone has woven ivy into a kind of wicker door that is hung over the tomb entrance. Let's see. The dining table, you rolled a 17 on your perception. The dining table is set for 4 people, one of whom is this surprised looking young man at the table. He sits with perfect posture, just like, I don't know, like a young soldier trying to impress their superior at the mess hall table. And he looks shocked, like just like face slack, eye wide open. And he is garbed in yellow robes. I mean, he's so motionless, you wonder if he's like paralyzed or something.
What yellow robes?
Blink once if you're being held hostage.
No motion.
Move at all if you're not being held hostage.
Nothing.
It's a hostage situation, folks. I don't know what's going on, and I'm stepping in and like peering around. Aggie, there's like a door. Aggie, Kiry, there's like a door there's a tomb in here, but it's got a door. We haven't seen like a door like this before.
Does it look safe?
Not at all. Come on in.
All right, and I come on, Kiry.
Okay, move over. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to give you another map.
Maps on
Yeah.
maps on maps.
Weren't we looking for someone?
It's super mappy here. Okay, so the green ring on this map is the spread of the tree.
Okay, so I'm just inside the ring then.
Yeah, and so you see, let's see. There's here's the table where everyone's seated, or sorry, the settings are all set, and there's the fellow in the yellow robe. There's a kind of cook prep table here. There's the fire with the spit and so on. There's firewood. It looks like there might be a little still over here. And the butcher block and a big old bag just buzzing with flies over here as well. And then there you can see that there's the stone entrance to a tomb with a wicker door.
At the north, okay.
Yeah. It is gloomy as hell in here except for your light, because you've got this canopy of
dancing lights. Just
gloom exuding
to,
ivy has made this umbrella over this space.
Just
So
trying to help out at all. I mean, we got a rock with light, but I'm trying to like dancing lights just to see if it helps. But
yeah, it's like starting to feel like a disco in here now.
Smalley, Bandy.
Smalley's gonna get really close to this guy. It's like,
you can give him a
are
kiss.
you okay? I mean, he blows in his face a little bit. It's like it's like really kind of like that. His breath is really awful. Just so everybody knows.
No,
what's rotting
joke.
ham.
Yeah.
Smalley, isn't that Brother Morris?
Is that?
Yeah, that Sister Tabby gave us. It's wearing the robes, right? Smalley, is he awake?
You can go ahead and do an investigation check since you're right there, Smalley. And I guess the rest of you are probably doing some investigating as well, as you might as well.
Can I assist?
I don't remember her saying that he was missing an eye.
I don't remember that either, but they're wearing the robes, right?
But those do look like the robes. But they've been missing a few people. There was another brother they lost like 4 years ago, right?
Aggie, you straight up see an emblem of the sun god that the monks down there had. So if it's not Morris, it looks like it's one of the people from that monastery.
Bandy, you have a bunch of those missing posters that you snagged a bunch.
I'm already like rooting through the thing. There was the gold company. There's Madman, Brother Meraldo. That was the other one. Brother Meraldo and Brother Morris.
Wait, is this guy Smalley? Is this guy alive? Can I do a medicine check?
No, well, I'll let you know now. No, is not alive.
We can bring him back.
He is a wicker mannequin with a decapitated human head stuck on the neck hole.
Nice.
You see now. Let's see. I got to make sure I remember. Give me a second. Dang it. Okay, darn it. I cannot remember. Someone did not eat the honey. Who was it?
Ding, 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 ding.
No, okay.
Aggie did.
That was you? That was Aggie?
That was Aggie. Never ate that honey. I'm wanting to, but never got around to it.
Okay. Did you roll an investigation there, Gar?
Oh, I did not. Sorry.
Okay.
This guy's asleep with his new cool body.
I was busy going through the papers.
Okay. You see something that kind of freaks you out, probably.
What doesn't freak Bandy out?
So he's got one eye, and it's staring straight ahead. but imagine a superimposed upon that eye, a ghostly eye that's watching you. That's looking. Now the head isn't turning, but the eye is. But it's a ghostly eye, and you can still see the regular eye, but the ghostly eye is looking at you.
Bandy sees that. I do not.
And so, if you point it out, Smalley's gonna see it too.
So this is what the eye sees, more or less. It's just
so that's part of the missing, one of the missing that's a head on a stick, basically.
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh no.
And it's got
Oh,
a
no.
they've cast a magical eye over the eye, and they're watching us.
No, they're not. There's nothing. It's just this is empty.
No. There's a look at their eye. There's a magical eye.
Bandy, I
On
think
their
I'd
eye.
recognize a magical eye if I saw one. There's nothing there. Smalley, do you see a magical eye right here? I just see the guy's missing one eye. It's a headless
Molly,
corpse.
just pick the head up and chuck it to the side, would you, for a second?
Wait, you want me to take off his head?
It's just a head. It's the guy's dead.
Hold on a
Oh,
moment.
no.
While there's a couple more things that
Okay.
Agatha sees that with her incredible role.
But if you haven't taken the magic drugs,
This mannequin has what looks like a little bellows. You know those bellows that you use to get a fire going?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got a bellows under its arm, and with a 23, you see that the bellows it's attached to like a sausage casing that goes up and into the chest of the mannequin, kind of hidden behind the robe, and up into the head.
And only Aggie sees this?
Yeah, she's the one who's kind of investigating it. She's like opening the robe and going, "What the hell is this?"
why is there? Why? What did you described it as? Always
A
call it
bellows.
bellows. I keep wanting to call it a duster. The bellows. Why does it have a bellows, and why is there sausage leading to the head? Smalley, I don't think you want to touch the head here. I think no, Smalley. I think I like step back. I'm like, Smalley, I think it might be rigged to blow, but it's sausage.
No, it's just the sausage casing. So it's
an
kind of like
intestine, basically.
Yeah, it's like a
That's what
long
sausage casing is.
empty condom.
It's a balloon.
Yeah,
It's a balloon attached to a bellows, and they're gonna
that
pump
goes
it up
into the base of this, like the throat of the head.
I'll point that out to everyone.
So if you pump the bellows, air is going to be forced up through the head.
So it looks like
it's
breathing.
right under his arm, right? So if he pumps it. Okay,
If
one more thing that you notice, Aggie, is that
I don't wanna.
at the table setting next to him, there's a wand, and the tip of the wand is a finger, like a human finger lashed to the end of this wand, nicely, it looks kind of wickered on there, yeah.
Are you telling us this? That's the question.
Oh yeah, I tell everything because I'm so fascinated with death in a way I don't think Aggie wants to be. And it's just like, look at this. Look at what is it? The bellows, the balloon, and look, and I'll grab the wand. Look.
That's a magic. Don't
I can't use
generally speaking.
Oh wait, I can. I am magic.
Touch magic wands that aren't yours. Oh God.
What are you doing with the wand?
I'll just point it at like the wall or something. Just want to see what it'll.
Nothing happens. But Bandy, you see that this ghostly eye is watching everything that Aggie does.
I don't know I don't know what's going on with this. This feels like look.
Oh, you want to hold it? I'm sorry. That was so
No,
selfish of me.
I
Here, can I get it?
don't.
Come on.
I don't.
Come on.
No. It's got a human finger on the end of it.
You're right. That is gross. That's gross. I put it back. You're right.
No, look, body parts are body parts. That's not the issue. The issue is that's somebody's magical item and they chose to affix a human finger to it.
Yeah, I think the finger made it magical. I'm
Are
using
you
the bellows.
pumping the bellows?
So in order to do that, you have to kind of move. I'm gonna back
Steven
up.
made this playground. I must play.
So the
I gotta
bellows
get
is
on the
sort of
jungle gym.
under his arm, and so you have to kind of crank his arm up and down.
Yeah.
And when you do, it goes like and air is coming out of his mouth.
Don't worry, everybody. He's okay.
That's unsettling.
Yeah, I wonder where his body is. I would love to know how he
Speaking
died.
of, and I move over to the sack with the flies buzzing around. And
Yeah.
I look inside.
Yeah, there's some people parts in there.
Found his body.
Oh, that was fast. Dump out the bag. Let me take a look.
No. Nope.
Well, I want to know how
And then
he
I'm gonna
died.
walk, and then I'm just gonna step over, and I'm gonna look in this cauldron.
Yeah, it's got meat in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're cooking that guy.
Oh no,
Molly, we don't eat here. I'm sorry, but
Oh,
we do not eat here.
There's nothing to eat. Really?
That's
Nothing?
people.
There's not much left of the stew. It's like, you know how they used to do a thing where you just kind of start today's stew on the top of whatever was yesterday's stew, and it just kind of keeps going.
Yeah, forever stew.
Yeah,
Forever stew,
yeah. There we go. Forever stew.
Yeah. No, we don't eat here.
Yeah.
This is humans. This is where those hags lived, and I bet that last one's here.
Smalley, you could swear this is pulled pork. This smells just like pulled pork. You're pretty sure they're wrong about this. I mean, you know, pulled pork.
It smells pretty good, you guys. I mean, can I
That's
try
a
it?
trap. That's the trap.
Molly's been a long time cannibal, and like oh, it smells like pulled pork, not because it's like magic. It's like Smalley's only eaten people and was told it was pulled pork.
Raised by orcs. That's what they do. No, not raised by orcs.
All right. Well, did I wonder if that person died from doing something like this? But you said there's some kind of magic thing here. I don't see anything.
Oh, Smalley says that the entire mannequin and head is pretty strong. Weird, gross magic. And the wand.
Sparkly.
And the wand.
So Smalley's gonna pick up the wand and then pick the guy's nose with it.
Pick his
Why do
nose.
you keep touching the evil artifacts? I realize I say this as I have a dead rat purse tied to me, but that's different. Look.
Let's just get out of here.
So
human finger on the end of a stick.
So the finger's going up the guy's nose, and now by now, Smalley, you can see the ghostly eye, and it's just looking down, looking up at you, and look at its nose.
You can pick your nose. You can pick your friend's nose, but you can't. You ever heard that saying?
Yeah,
you
how's
can
it
pick
go?
your nose. Your friend can pick their nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. But there's a variation of well, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick Brother Morris's nose.
We don't even know which brother this is.
That's true.
Honestly.
How do you know if that's not his finger? In which case, he's
Totally kosher.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we should just get out of here. This is just a horrible carnival. I was just curious if they died from the wounds they suffered, or if they were dead. Like, did they die before they were chopped up? but I guess that's really not a curiosity we have to explore.
Mm.
Smalley, you want to smash another bag?
Sure.
Smash a bag?
I'm still kind of hungry though.
Well, I've got rations, but we can't eat
Oh,
here. This is not okay.
Yeah.
But this door over here, maybe if you wanna, and I'm like moving up behind this and like getting like a little cover. If you want to go, like maybe check that door. Some tells me the one that got away is in here.
Maybe we should
And I
knock.
don't think they're gonna leave us alone if we just leave. I'll be honest.
Mm.
I think these are hags, folks. Hags form a group, like old
So-
lady magic users. And then they get real mad when you kill one of their group.
Okay.
It's bad. So
He brings the wand and like pokes the door with it.
So the door's actually ajar.
Oh,
is it a door or a jar, Steve?
Stephen, please.
I mean, as doors go, it's very awkward. You're not sure how to open it. It being ajar, after all.
Look, there's too much dead things and people, and it's humor. I can't. I have to laugh about something because there's people being eaten and a finger on a stick.
Oh, it's
Oh.
terrible.
You know, it's not. These old ladies, they just have that's their art style. They do wicker art.
It's
Smalley
art.
pushes open the door.
Okay. There's a passage, goes about 20 feet in, and it's very familiar by now what the inside of one of these tombs looks like, except that this one's very homey. I'll reveal for you.
Shooting the dancing lights right in past Smalley, like over Smalley's shoulder. They all shoot in there and to light it up.
Bandy, they could be cool. You know what I mean? Maybe they're like, hey, sorry.
Cool
for
doesn't
trying to
eat
kill you."
people. Cool doesn't look. I've got to draw some boundaries.
You're
I've been
right.
pretty
You're right.
lax
No, you're
with
right.
a lot of the way we function as a group
I-
because look, we're random people stuff. I'm gonna be pretty
That's true.
relaxed. Cool
They're
doesn't
eating
eat people.
people,
That's
not
my
okay.
boundary.
But what about pulled pork? Do people eat pulled pork?
Is that web?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah,
Is
what
web-
about
is
pulled
web
pork?
smelly?
I mean, I got friends that don't eat pork, but
Look, there's a difference between pork and long pork, and the smell is the same. The taste, I've been heard the taste is similar, but it's long pork is people. We don't eat people.
Long pork.
Web, Smalley. This is
long-
bad food.
What about-
This no.
What about like tall pork?
Yeah, I
Same
don't know.
thing. Bad. Nope. Pork
Yeah.
is short little pigs, not tall piggies on 2 feet. That's
Sure,
not.
Sure does
Mhm.
smell like pork, though. You know, I once
That's-
had
Look,
a
you
pork.
can make things smell like anything you want.
Mm,
I don't have that spell, but you really can.
oh, yeah. Okay, you think it's magic? All right, all right.
Well,
Small
We
even if
know it's magic.
look. There's a finger on a stick. There's a dead head on a mannequin weird body, and it's apparently all magic. This is magic.
Yeah, this is bad. Bandy is right, and we're all hesitating for no reason. I think we follow Bandy in, and if they're here,
I'm not going in first.
Smalley's going in. I'm going with them. Where
Smalley's
Smalley
going
goes,
first.
where Smalley goes, everything's safe.
Smalley's the leader. That is true.
So
I'm just
small.
like right behind Smalley. One hand on Smalley's back and a hand ready for fireball around the edge. Like
Smalley, what do you see in there? Well,
I
Smalley,
don't know. What do I see in here?
let's see. Let's have you do one of your famous. So there's lights dancing in there. You have plenty to see. You see a cute kind of little cottage in here. I mean, it doesn't have windows, but
It's
Oh,
nice.
and you notice there's like a little collection just standing outside the door of maybe 6, maybe half dozen 10-foot poles in fine condition. I don't know. Inside is a single 10 by 20 room. In the weird gloom that you notice in the other tombs and stuff clings to the walls and the floor here, straining your eyes and depressing your spirits. But the lights help a lot. Otherwise, it appears to be a tidy, if crowded, home. At the back are 3 made beds, furs on ivy wicker frames, embroidered ivy twines across the pillows and the blankets. On pegs, you see hanging 3 shawls, 3 woolen cloaks, 3 granny bonnets. There's a wood table that has 3 wicker chairs. Its surface is defaced with hectic scratches and graffiti. On it rests a large open book, and under it lies a chest. Why don't y'all roll perception and roll investigation for me?
Can I assist
It's
Bandy? Can I give?
good.
Maybe not.
My best.
This is what Bandy
oh,
does
hey.
well.
I'll keep a
Hey, I
lookout
rolled
on the
not
outside, so I'll
bad.
do a perception.
Okay.
13.
All right, 16.
Okay.
Really not
22.
bad for Smalley.
Okay.
Doing pretty good right now.
So
Bandy can case a house. Okay, look, let's just get it out there.
Okay, that's pretty good.
One of these beds very hard. One of these beds too soft. One of these
One of them
beds
just
just
right.
right.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Okay.
Smalley lies down on a bed.
So tell me what you're.
Oh, it just no.
Hands come out, grab.
Smalley is pretty cozy. I mean,
it's too small for you, Smalley.
Have
That's
you
way
ever
too
smelled
small
like?
for you.
It smells like you're lying down in a big pile of Goodwill clothes. You know, maybe they haven't been washed for a while, but they're a little musty and they've been in somebody's closet for a long time, but they're not dirty. They just smell kind of, musty.
Smell like grandma.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe it just smells like grandma. There is a little pot with some ivy growing out of it. Tell me what you want to focus on there, Mr. Gar, and I'll tell you what you see.
Anxiety first.
Uh-huh.
Is there a place that the hag could hide?
No. Oh, I should say one of the bonnets and shawls is missing.
Okay. Aggie, keep an eye out. She's not in here. That means she's out there.
Already doing that.
And
Ritual
then,
cast detect magic. So I
So
can
after
magic
anxiety, anxiety is number 1. Number
Okay.
2 is what's worth taking. Bandy's case of the joint.
Well, you
Gonna
got
make
this.
an enemy.
Okay,
I see a book, which obviously I'm like, ooh, books, and then a chest, and I'm like, oh, chest on top. Which, I mean, what are they? Are things? Do they look dangerous at all? Or are they just like, this is somebody's house and they had a book out? And
the book you recognize from when you were in Evensong. There's a bookseller that you went to, right? You sold a book there.
Yeah.
They also, remember, this was a town of tourists and adventure wannabes. They sold these big, heavy adventure journals that no actual traveler would ever,
right,
because they're way too heavy. This is one of them that's open there. It's really nice.
And are there entries?
Oh, yes.
What's the latest
So
entry?
I'm just straight to the last entry.
Oh,
these idiots are in my house right now.
I don't think that's it. Bandy's already remembering his missing posters, and the gold company went missing, and there's six 10-foot poles, which are standard adventuring company equipment, and an adventuring book. And
Yep.
I'm just trying to check. Is
So you kind of flip through it, and you can see that it ends. The first half of the book or first part of the book is totally different hand than the latter part, which is, and the first part is only like a couple pages. The second part is scrawly, spidery script, and if you spend a little time with it, you can kind of probably figure out what's going on here. What are the languages that you speak?
Common and Dwarvish.
Okay. So you can't read the you can tell it's some elfy stuff. Maybe you can't really tell what the language is, but you can read the first part of the book.
But it looks okay, the first part. Am I seeing the gold company anywhere? Like that's just
yeah.
scanning. Does it say gold company anywhere?
I believe
Have
you're
they
thinking
named
of
themselves, or
the Night Company. Wasn't it the Night Company?
Oh, Brother Morris joined the night crew, but
Night
the
crew.
night
but the one that I just remembered, like the one that
Oh.
I was flipping through my things, was the gold company. So if I don't see that, but I see the night crew, then I'll.
Yep.
Oh,
It was
Okay.
Brother Morris.
So this is what you find. You a dedication has been written in with very fine hand. Brave reader, in your hand is the adventures of Morris the Lucky, acolyte of the sun god. And what follows is a 4-day journal in third person.
I get that far and I'm like, oh my god, he named himself. Jinxed it. So because of the other scroll, I'm gonna want to like take the book to figure out what that is. But like Bandy's real quick. This is whatever. I can't read this, and yeah, this is the guy we're going after, and I'm just gonna for later like write down the front backpack.
Okay.
And then eyes on the chest.
The chest is under the chair. Under the
small table. So it's fairly small. I'm just ducking down, like trying to look like he doesn't know. He's seen people do stuff. He doesn't know what to do here. But he's just trying to see is like, well, I mean, it looks fine. And I'm like, Smalley, are you Smalley's still laying on the bed?
I mean, he's trying the beds.
I don't know. Smalley might have fallen asleep. Are you pretty tired, Smalley? It's been a long day. You might want to roll a con check and see if you just like fall asleep.
No.
This bed is too comfortable.
Oh no.
Oh, Smalley's sawing logs.
Oh my god.
Oh, asleep without even he's got a ham in one hand and it looks like he fell asleep. He hasn't chewed all of it yet. It's just kind of like he's got a big chew in his mouth.
Well, I guess if this goes wrong, they'll never know. And I open the chest.
Yeah. Okay.
How's it going?
I was gonna give him a heads up, but
it is.
Tick, tick, tick.
Give me a second. Right.
It's a mimic.
You lift it and you hear a crunch of like glass.
I didn't lift. I just opened. I tried to just open it.
Yeah, you lift the lid.
Lift the lid. Okay.
And there's this crunch of glass.
Oh, dang it.
And I need you to make a con save.
Yeah.
Does Smalley have to?
Of course.
No.
Okay.
For dwarven purposes, is it poison?
Maybe.
Well, I get advantage if it's poison.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Let's see. Yeah. So what happens is these tiny red spiders swarm up over your hand and it stings a little. So yeah, you get advantage.
Okay. Don't like the sound of that.
Bandy, Smalley, how's it coming in there? I don't see anything
18.
out here.
Okay, you're able to you got your hand away enough that,
Nope.
the big
Nope.
swarm of them just kind of dissipates and
Spiders.
Yeah.
It's spiders. I don't. Why is it? Why? Why would they do that?
Spiders are everywhere, Bandy.
Yeah, not like that. Hold on. Smalley's taking a nap, so just, I guess,
I'll keep looking out.
just keep an eye out. And so yeah. What else? What's in the chest now that I'm not being bitten by spiders?
There's a pouch, a little wooden box, and a soft bag that's sort of covering an object that's holding the bag up, right? Pouch, box, bag.
Okay. So this time I'm gonna look a little closer because spiders. Does it? Hold on. Let me do it. I guess investigation. Just want to make sure I can touch things now. Didn't do that before. 8. So yeah, I just reach in and I'm like, pouch.
Yeah, it's
just
pretty
open
heavy.
it up a little bit. I'm just gonna open up a little bit.
Gold, silver, pearl.
Cool. Draw it in the backpack.
Okay.
Box. Like there was another little box inside.
Yeah, a little box.
And does it look like it has like a clasp or something, or is it just just opens box?
Yeah,
has a clasp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not making that mistake twice. Clasped in the bag.
Okay,
just picking it up, put it in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Because we need to get. This is a bad situation. I don't have the time that I need to do this. And then it's gotta be another severed head, isn't it? I kind of can't tell size or anything. And just like lift the fabric.
It feels
what's it
okay.
covering?
A small.
It was kind of like a bag that was covering something.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of trying to be like.
It looks like a little lantern. It's pretty small. It's made of wicker surrounding like a glass jar. So can you imagine that? A jar, someone's woven wicker around it, so it's like a lantern. And it's filled with fluid, though. Like a clear fluid, and there's an eyeball floating in it.
Arcana check?
Go for it. Oh, somebody...
I have detect magic on.
Yeah.
I'll turn around.
Yeah, but you're not in here.
Bandy, you finding anything?
Smalley's asleep.
Yeah, you think this is probably some kind of magical item, Bandy, but you can't be quite sure. It's made with tremendous care, like a magical item would be.
So I'm gonna cover it back up because I don't want it looking at me. And I'm gonna like pick it up out of there and wrap it up. And then I'm gonna look around for things that like those shawls. I'm gonna wrap it up very carefully to try to pad it because it's glass. And then into a bag.
Okay.
Into the bag. And then just quick glance around the room. Like staffs I don't care about. Like anything that might look like it's something that might identify people who had gone missing. Because the staffs are too generic.
Yeah. Other than the journal that you already took, let me just look here.
Did they carve their names into the 10-foot poles? Like property of
who does that?
Morris the clever, the lucky, the brave, and they're all crossed off as he tries new ones.
Give me a second.
Morris, I'm all in one piece.
Oh, Aggie. Remember that tone you've been hearing?
Yeah.
It's still going?
It's really loud in this area. I should have told you. It's not coming from in here. It's coming from all that new ivy.
The tone from like practically the crossroads.
Yeah.
Oh, my Atlanta, Georgia.
Give me a second. Oh, yes. Okay. So the other thing that you notice, Bandy, with your huge investigation is that the the table has all these hatch marks and squiggles and lines and writing, and it looks almost like a hectic abstract art piece. But your investigation, you realize it's a kind of Elvish script, the same script that's in the journal, and so you don't know what some of these scribbles say, but you realize that this is a map. This scratchy, hectic lines and everything. This is a map, and you recognize that this is a map of the canyons in the canyon that you've been traveling through all for the last day. And you can kind of figure out, you recognize the numbers, so you can see that there's distances, there's some elevations, and it looks like they've been systematically exploring the tombs in this area, and the sorry, in the side canyons and things like that. And your awesome investigation, you notice a long, narrow side canyon that terminates with some writing and a drawing of what looks like, very much like that, an obelisk, like the one that you, maybe two obelisks, like the one that you guys saw earlier in the
right at the where we split, like that's where the trailhead was.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's you realize it's the hags have been like exploring and recording and systematically going through all the tombs around the area. You don't know, because you don't have Elvish, but you don't know exactly what they're writing, but they're taking a lot of time
Right.
to do this.
Does this map show us a way out of here?
Yeah, it looks like the way you were going is the way that leaves the Hollow Hills.
Okay.
So a little farther up this road. I mean, because it's dark now outside, and you knew it was a day-long trip through the place. So you're close to the edge.
Aggie, Kiry,
Yeah.
one of you, did either of you like read elfie stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I learned it automatically when I followed the Raven Queen.
There's a map in here and it shows us the way out, but there's a lot of notes.
Oh, yeah, want me to take a
And I
look?
can't bring it to you because it's literally a tabletop.
I'm on my way. Kiry,
It's
keep
like
an eye out.
they're into weird folk art here. Obviously, all the wicker. I mean, this is
abstract and folk.
I mean, everybody's got a hobby, but wicker.
Right. What did they do? This is terrible. I mean, it's good, but it's
What's it? Is there anything? Is there anything we need to know on this? Basically,
Okay.
I already
Maya.
checked the room for traps. Maybe spiders. It was a spider trap.
Oh, okay.
So, and Smalley's just, I look over.
We cannot rest here.
So
I have no control over this.
You do see Elvish script, and you're able to read. There's a lot of, and why don't you roll an investigation to see how well you, Aggie, are able to kind of orient, because it's not like modern maps. It's a lot of lines and crosshatches.
Well,
okay, great.
While Aggie's reviewing, I'm going to go over and like try to shake Smalley. Smalley, it's been a long day, but it's not. We don't sleep here. We don't eat here. We don't sleep here.
What?
This is.
But it smelled like grandma. It's nice.
Let's eat, Grandma. Let's eat, comma, Grandma.
Not. They're not your grandma's grandma. They're not. That's not a. Yeah, I mean they're old. They look like old ladies, but they're not nice. You saw that before, right? When they were hitting us, when they were attacking us. Yeah.
Okay.
So Aggie, you're able to orient. You figure it out. You can see that they haven't gotten to the dead end canyon that you guys went up originally from the intersection, but they've really mapped quite a lot, most of the way back towards the intersection, and all the little side canyons and all the tombs, and they've made little notes like little things like good snakes, or dead dead end, or they put a little like wait, like they don't use emojis, but
Yeah, they do.
put
That's what
they-
hieroglyphs are.
they put a little C and a little C next to a lot of the tombs, the empty tombs, and you see that in some places they write it out as cottage. And it's almost like they're creating a real estate map of potential places where people could live, nice places. And you can see also where there's a drawing of 3 little ladies in dresses next to one of the cottages, one of the C's. And right next to that is a note that says excavation.
The one we're in currently.
And also no, it's next to what you're in currently, very close. And it says excavation, and it also says larger tomb, unopened.
Oh, wow. There's an unopened tomb over here.
In this room?
Like right next to us. Like we just, I don't know how we missed it.
Okay. You mean like they're okay in this area? Okay.
Yeah, it's not like, there's not like the hole. It is
about
like
to freak
closed.
out. All right.
There's nothing, no one's been in there.
And one last thing, it says beacon.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Beacon. What are you quoting?
That's an old Skyrim quote.
Oh.
A new hand touches the beacon.
That's right. I remember her.
So what are the notes then? Like it's just marking off where tombs are? Or?
Yeah, they're just like, I mean, I'll convey everything
Okay.
Steven says, even if I don't
Bacon?
say
What
it all.
the?
Real
This is
estate.
like 3 Hags Realty? Like I don't want to do business with them.
No, I think they called it, and I'll like flip through the real Hagwives of Beverly Hollow Hills.
Of the Hollowed Hills? Wow. That's a long name, but
I'm sorry. There's a lot of things here. There's one more thing, and that is the one dead end, the long narrow canyon. There's
There better not be an actual exit there.
A quarter of the way back down the way you've come is a narrow canyon with a long narrow canyon with obelisks at the end of it, and they've circled this, and it in the margin there is gate and sunken obelisk, and there's other notes like danger, bright light, and yes, and then you also see a bunch of cross hatching along the canyon, and the note there is Wicker Walk.
Interesting. I'll pass all that on. I don't know what they
is
mean.
that their art display? They call it Wicker Walk.
It's possible. It seems odd. I mean, they made a person out of wicker. I mean, that's not easy.
The Wicker Man. Fun. Yeah. That's messed up.
I don't know what.
And there's a ghostly eye.
I don't see a ghostly eye, Bandy. Smalley, I don't see it either.
I don't know what to tell you. Smalley saw it.
I mean, it's sparkly.
Oh, now do you see how long did that sparkle sense last?
Oh, not that long.
Not that long.
I have detect magic up too.
Oh, and there's a lot of magic coming from Bandy's backpack.
Bandy, you're lighting up like You're lighting up so much. Try not to say like.
I
the
mean, I
4th of
got a new
July.
purse. Why wouldn't I?
No, obviously you're glowing, but no, there's magic coming out of your bag. What do you have in there? And I'll be taking a sketch of the map on the table.
I don't really know, and I didn't think we should take the time to figure it out right now.
All right. If you want, we could try and break into the unopened tomb. Because theoretically,
On the
they
list
won't
of
know to go
things
in
I
there.
want,
Well, yeah,
I don't
because
know
they
that
won't.
that's ranking super high.
Well, I know the exit for us to go to, but there's a bunch
I
of these
think we-
obelisks, and I don't know what
I think
they do.
Yeah, I think we just need to, like, if you want to take the notes, I'll try to redraw the map, because it's honestly, the map is a lot like drawing runes in my
I'll do like a.
book.
I could do
and
like
then-
a sketching,
And
right?
I think we'll like
some
split up and like try to like map everything out so that we have a representation of this, because they've done a lot of work that other people probably haven't done, and this is good information to give to people. So
Yeah.
And Aggie's reading the
I think we're both working on making
Yeah.
sure that it's
I'll
like
read
the
the
two
book
of us
after.
to make it quicker to
Mhm.
like get everything
Or-
represented well. She can work on the translations, and I'm working on like the direct, like
Yeah,
the
I'll-
map part, while she does all this, because I can't do the translation.
Yeah, that's true. I speak Elvish, so.
Yeah.
Or I can bring the table.
And I like look at the size of the table, and I look at the door.
It
Does
has to fit. They got it in here.
That's not always true.
it would fit. You'd
Trust
get
me,
it.
I've seen people fit things in, and I'm like, how did they even get this in here? And no one even knows. Like, people
We could
can't
break the
figure it out.
legs.
Is it super
Yeah,
would it be
that's
super
pretty easy.
heavy?
Smalley, is this too heavy? And I'll hand the table to Smalley.
Let me roll an athletics check.
What is it for?
Like whether they feel like
for
they could carry
carrying
the
the
table
table.
easily while we move along.
Oh, Smalley could. I mean,
Smalley could.
Yeah, Smalley
Let's
could.
just take the table.
Just put it on his
I
back
mean-
and hold on to the the table legs. Like
Guaranteeing the hag to chase us.
I mean, I guess if you want to carry it, I like the notes, but okay.
Bandy, do they have anything else in Elvish for me to look at? Or is this just the table?
Yes, but I feel like we need to get out of here.
All right.
I feel like the longer we wait in this, place, the more we're tempting bad things.
Yeah, I haven't heard from Kiry in a little bit outside. Kiry, is everything okay out there?
Everything's fine. Just hanging out.
All right.
I think I speak Elvish too. I can read some stuff.
Oh,
Awesome. We can, awesome.
Kel and Gar each get to do a Kiry impression next.
All right, so
I'm gonna zip back out,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, Scott, did you put the wand down? Or is the wand still?
It's still in their
Do you still have
nose.
Is it still in their nose, or?
oh my god.
No, we have it because I took it in. I used it to open the door.
Oh, that's
so-
right. You used to open the
Yeah,
door.
oh, yeah.
Man, we've looted so many cool things, and I'm like looking at the wand, and I'm looking at the body, and I'm like, or the wicker man, and I'm like, I don't have the components I need to cast a spell that would be really useful right now.
Is the fire?
What spell is that?
Identify.
Oh yeah.
Like I could tell what this wicker man is and what that wand is.
Wait, what do you need for that?
I need a pearl worth 100 gold. That's not something people walk around with.
You have a pearl.
No, I don't.
The thing that we're delivering.
No, that's part of the wand. No. It consumes it.
Use it? It uses
Yes.
it? Every time?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want that spell.
It doesn't it? Wait, Steven, doesn't it consume it? You tell me. It's your world.
The
Isn't
identify
that what
spell?
usually happens with spell components?
I don't
Yeah.
get to cast identify.
Well, wait a second.
Well, it usually says if it is consumed.
Yeah, it specifies if it's.
I don't think this one's
There's a
consumed.
pearl worth at least 100 gold points or 100 gold pieces.
Because if you look at like Revivify,
it'll say which is consumed in the casting,
Yeah,
or
it doesn't
you just
say
have to have it.
yeah, Revivify says like verbal components, diamond worth 300 gold pieces, which the spell consumes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it doesn't consume it, but I don't know if it works if it's a part of something else.
You could try it. I don't know why I wouldn't.
I'm gonna need a few minutes then, and I like
Bandy walks out here into this clearing outside of it, and he says,
Easy gets shot.
"This
You mean web?
web, sorry, Jesus, sorry.
Who am I?
All short people aren't the same, Steven.
He says he gets some fire out of the and some firewood, and he takes a smoldering thing in a little pot, and he says, "I'm making a fire out here." And y'all are doing whatever you're doing. I'm making a fire. So
we're just gonna try to keep evil away from all of us. That's
Yeah, all right. I just trying to keep the cold away from me.
All right.
Well, we gotta go. I think that's the answer. Webb,
Well,
stoke up that fire. We gotta.
Wait a sec. He's doing a spell. Let him do his spell.
Webb knows
Just-
spells.
No. Bandy,
I am.
that other
Okay.
short guy.
The other short guy.
I'll head over. Smalley, can you help me remove this
Keep an
head?
eye on.
I need to give it
Keep an eye on
rights.
Web.
You want me to take his head off?
Take his head off and put it in the fire.
No,
so I
don't
can
touch
give
him.
it
Don't
right-
touch him. No. That's where the first spell's going, and I'm like trying to do runes and stuff, and
Yeah.
Okay.
ritually cast identify
All right.
on the Wicker Man.
But once you're done with that, I'm gonna take it because there's no magic that
Well,
I see.
I mean, it
have
depends
detect
on what
magic up
this
right now.
says.
Oh no, you have detect magic up. That whole Wicker Man is just blazing.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I didn't see it now. But why couldn't I
And
see it before and you all could?
And now
I don't know.
Oh, but you can't see the eye.
You don't
That's
see
different.
the eye.
I still don't see the eye with
You are
detect
just seeing
magic.
that everything is magic.
That's not magic.
That's why you don't do drugs. Kids at home, don't do drugs. This is it.
No, it's fine. We're fine.
Okay.
No
so
one's proven to me yet that we're not fine.
you finish. You finish it.
So identify, basically, I choose one object that I must touch throughout the casting the spell. I hate it. I hate it. But I've got one finger. One finger, and we're through the whole ritual. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it requires attunement, how many charges, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
Okay. This is, there's no real name for this, but it's a kind of undead / construct. It's Morris. His spirit's in there. And that's probably what you're seeing when you see the eye. It is, and that's his finger on the wand. And
can I tell that they're linked? Did that just
did
it also give me? Okay,
they're part of the same thing.
Okay.
And if you're holding that wand, he will obey simple commands. That could be, you can ask him questions. He knows everything he knew in life. He can walk. You don't know what that would look like, but he can listen, and that's basically the only action he can perform without being commanded to is listening.
Bandy, what'd you find
so
out?
angry. Bandy's so angry right now. Once this
Player
kind of
Michelle feels
settles
really
and I'm
bad.
just a little shocked, and I turn to Smalley and I'm like, I need the finger wand, the finger stick, please.
You want to pick his nose too?
No. No.
Hey, you don't pick yours. It's pretty gross. You don't do two noses.
No. Yeah. So I take the stick and I. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Even I'm gonna cry. This is messed up. Can you hear us?
He lifts his arm and he pumps the bellows and he says, yes.
Oh.
I
What?
didn't mean to make you cry, man. I'm sorry.
Indeed. Bandy just walks out.
Do you take the wand with you? Uh,
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Is this a good time for a break? Okay. On that somber note, we'll take a break and we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. Are you there, Yang Yang? Yang Yang's probably not expecting a break yet.
Oh, probably not.
Um,
No, we can go. Bandy's just gonna be outside for a few minutes. You
okay.
guys can
Okay. All right.
role play for a second.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, you want to look at that book maybe in the meantime?
Well, Bandy has it.
Bandy has it.
Oh, Bandy's got it. Okay.
That's the problem, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Bandy's
Bandy
got everything at the moment.
there's a fire out there. Bandy, maybe you go sit by the fire with Webb.
I just walk up and I just not even say anything, just staring into the flames.
He's looking at you. You look like you're seeing a ghost.
Yeah, he's in there.
Smalley will be talking to Brother Morris and thoroughly apologizing for messing around with his remains. I didn't know you were in there. I'm really sorry. What can I do? Can I do something? Are you hungry?
Who are you talking to?
Brother Morris.
Oh, but you don't have the wand. Okay.
Smalley
Yeah.
wouldn't know that it takes the wand. Because I don't tell it to anybody.
Oh, right.
I'll start preparing funeral rites.
Tell me about that. Is that that's flavor thing or a
for the Raven Queen to help? Because apparently Brother Morris is currently, even if I know nothing, knowing that, I'm like, there's some kind of abomination happening here. Regardless of how all this shakes out, I don't think he's walking out of this. If I know his soul is inside, if he can hear us, there's something there. So I need to, I'll start building like a funeral pyre for him.
Okay, yeah.
I hope.
So in the Raven Queen, we don't bury our dead.
Interesting. Is that right?
In my world.
It is now. Okay. So yeah, there's actually quite a bit of firewood collected there. And I mean, you could do it right there or you could move it. Where would you like to build a pyre?
I'll like go outside the tree and go into the clearing and start preparing it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear Kiry saying that under the tree would be a bad idea. So let's go do that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you move the stuff. I'll draw this. There's a pile of wood. Oh, that's not a good color for this because it's hard to see it. I'll make it darker. Pile of wood. There we go. And there. And what's next?
I have to unfortunately do some prayers in front of it. And I'll work on that until Bandy's ready to tell us a little bit more.
Okay. Kiry's out there too.
Young is back.
Hmm?
Younging's in chat.
Young is back.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sounds good. Is this a good time for a break?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. We are taking our break and we will see you in 10.
Hi, everybody. We're back, and Steven is not talking because there is currently a rogue printer in the room where he is, making a tremendous amount of noise, and that was really hilarious for a whole while. In the meantime, exclamation point ticket to join the dice giveaway today. That's dice giveaway. Any set of dice that we have in stock, your choice, on at phoenixdice.com, where you can go for all of your dice and other adventuring gear needs. But yeah, we are in a clearing. Help me, guys. I'm literally
Bandy
Smalley
and
in real
Webb are
life.
hanging out by the fire. And Aggie, what was Aggie
We've
doing?
built a
Aggie's hanging out by a different fire.
What's going to
Mhm.
become a
What's
fire?
going to become a fire? Very quickly.
Under the tree? Is it under the tree? Is
Not
that where
under
you
the
built it?
tree.
Oh,
Kiry was really kind. What did Kiry say again? Gar?
oh, we really should just move this out in the clearing. It'll be nice out here. We don't want to harm the tree. Just like the bad stuff isn't the tree, the bad stuff is the vines.
Well, do you think you could get rid of all the bad
It's
stuff?
100% dead on
dead on. It was great. It's fantastic.
I think I got the intonations and everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beat
that
for beat.
was perfect.
Welcome back, Steve.
Thank you. All right. So it looks as though Aggie and Smalley are preparing. I do want to just say that Gar getting into character that deep was admirable. That was
Unexpected.
that always is. It always is when you're doing the method,
yeah.
when you're practicing the method.
For people watching, a flashback for people who may have missed early episodes. Bandy's parents died when he was young. He thinks they never found the bodies. And Bandy has anxiety. So the thing that popped into Bandy's mind instantly was, what if someone did this to my parents?
Man,
and that just wrecked
That
me.
would
It's still
that
it's,
would be
it's starting to
horrible.
wreck me
Yeah,
again.
I
now, so we gotta
know,
move
it's-
on.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
But yeah.
So
yeah.
Bandy's just standing there next to the fire, staring at the fire with Webb. It's just like, Webb, you lost people you care about?
No, not really. I mean, maybe I have. I haven't seen my family in a long time. We didn't get along.
You
so
think
well.
they're alive? No.
Yeah, sure.
I know. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So that wicker man in there,
yeah.
they trapped his spirit in it.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah. So we got to fix that. And I turn and just walk back in to the mannequin thingy. So excuse me, to Brother Morris.
Do you see what Aggie's doing and Smalley? They've been like moving lumber out here.
Just saw the fire.
I'll head in once
Just
I see
staring
Bandy.
at the fire. Wasn't paying any attention.
All right. So yeah, Aggie, you see Bandy go into the
and so I'm just taking the wand and I'm like, can you feel anything anymore, like physically?
No.
All right. Did the three hags do this to you?
Yes.
Sister
Why?
Tabby wanted us to find you. Is there a short message you want us to give her?
Tell her I'm sorry. She was right.
I'm sure she's not mad. You don't have to say sorry.
He doesn't. He can't. He has to answer. So this controls him,
No.
and unless
Oh,
I ask
no.
him a question, he can't do anything. Uh,
I'm sorry I picked your nose.
is there anyone else you want us to give a message to?
No.
Is there anything important you think we need to know about the hags? By the way, 2 of them are already dead. We killed 2 of them.
There's only one left then. She is. I saw her. She fled. They are digging in the hill. They seek a beacon they can hear. They know the tomb is unopened. Yet they feel someone else has been in it.
Uh-oh.
Yet whoever was in it before buried it again as if to come back. They made preparations to explore it. They were very close. Their twig creatures excavated almost all of the door.
Oh, no.
They came from the shadow plane. They followed the sound of a beacon they can hear. It led them to a gate of some kind with obelisks. They walked through the gate and came out in this world.
The Bay landscape.
They say the way back is broken. They say they can fix the way back. They called another creature to fix the way back. That creature is gone to fix the way back. They want to fix the gate back so they can come and go to the shadow plane and bring more of them to this place.
Well,
Uh,
shoot.
is this a bad time to mention that I can hear the beacon too?
Is that? Oh, I
I didn't.
mean, I
I heard.
don't think it's a bad. I mean, I think it's if you can hear it, maybe that's good.
I think I know where the tomb is. I think I can get us directly there.
I don't think the tomb is.
I think that's where it's coming from, isn't it?
No, it's coming from the obelisks, right? Wait, no, he went to. They sent a thing to fix the gate near the obelisk, so maybe the sound is coming from the tomb. But I'm not worried about the beacon as much as I'm worried about them fixing that gate. More of these things is a horrible idea. And I know we
They're
have
really
a
bad old ladies.
yeah, I know we have a job we've been given,
No.
but they can't do this.
No. No, they can't. We have to stop this. Uh,
But first, should we help Brother Morris?
yeah. Can you ask Brother Morris if he's ready to pass on, so to speak?
You heard her. Is there anything else you want to do, or are you ready?
Burn me.
Yeah.
Can I pick you up?
Do I have your permission to move you and everything? That's what Smelly wants to know.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
Go ahead,
Smalley
Smalley.
will very carefully pick him up and carry him over to the pyre.
Mm-hmm. He does not resist.
And I throw the finger, right, like put the finger up on top, so it's all there.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get the meat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to grab
Yeah.
that? I mean, yeah, it all has to go.
I'm gonna go get the meat, and then
And I'm like
you
gonna
know, the
go
stuff
like
in the
scoop
bag.
out I'm scooping out everything out of that cauldron.
I'll use my flint
Into
and
something
steel.
like, and just to get
Mhm.
everything. Oh, I can light that. Don't worry. Just trying to get anything that might be a human being out of that cauldron and onto the pyre, like everything's burning. And then once it's back, I'm just like firebolt, walk around, firebolt until the whole thing is just, and then I'm gonna, just make sure it takes.
Mm-hmm. It takes, and it is not long before it is inferno, and you see the wicker mannequin just crumbles into coals, and you can see the other parts, smoking and burning, and you probably realize that you might want to pull some more boughs off of the oak tree, dead ones, and there's plenty of dead wood around because so many of these the bushes and the trees here are dead or dying. So you keep that going, and that's a big old bonfire.
I'm grabbing stuff too, but I'm not taking it to the pyre. I'm just disappearing into under the tree. And if nobody follows, you just see me going in and out with kindling.
Mm-hmm.
And I light their abode on fire.
Oh, you mean
just fill it with as much dead wood as possible, and then just like inside the tomb.
Yeah.
All their stuff. I was gonna leave it. Bandy's thing is, as a thief, you slip in, you take things. They're gonna notice they're missing things, but you don't destroy their home, because then you create a grudge, and someone will chase you to the end of the earth for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go on.
Nope.
I dig a trench with my shovel, kind of like making sure the fire won't spread beyond the tree. Just get rid
I
of all
think
the...
you and Kiry both.
I think we need to check out both these places.
So, Aggie, you know that there is just, it is so loud. You've all noticed that Aggie's talking really loud here. Because Aggie apparently can hear something that you can't, and it's like she feels like she has to shout over it.
Hey, I think we should just check this out really quickly.
Man,
Okay, you don't have
we're
to
drawing
yell.
attention, so like we either check out the beacon or we go. I figure that hag left to find the friend.
I think there's
Right?
something strong where the beacon is too. I think there's something powerful there.
They want it. Yeah, they want it. Clearly. I just don't, whichever one you want to go with. I don't know that I'm in a good decision-making mood, so
The beacon is so
pick.
close. The beacon is so close, y'all. It is like we are nearly on top of it.
All right. As long as everybody's good, yeah, that's fine.
A couple 100 feet. Do we need to
just
rest
keep
first?
an eye out, because I mean, I'm good to go. Well, probably while we were, if we had this conversation while we're waiting, are we going to wait for the fire? Are we going to wait for the fire to die down, or are we going to?
Webb's already asleep next to his little fire.
Webb's out.
Let's just
We
take.
lost Web, folks.
Let's rest.
I guess we're resting.
Better to not charge in half dead. Let's just rest real quick. And if something
We
changes
need
with
to
the
keep
beacon,
watch.
I'll let you all know.
We need to keep watch.
I'll go first. I'll go first. I had a nap.
I'm gonna be up a little bit, but
It's
you
true.
can go first. I gotta get ready for tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
We got
I'll
table.
kick it.
You
Yeah.
work at the
I have a table.
I'm gonna have the dancing lights up for a continuous light source, so it's not like
Yeah.
the fire waving. And I'm gonna break out my spell book,
Mm-hmm.
which is my mom's, and then the
Oh.
last one I looted, and I'm gonna copy and shatter and invisibility,
Nice. Okay.
which are the last two spells I needed from that book.
Those are second level.
I don't know, they're higher.
Mhm.
Okay. So
They were higher, and that was why I couldn't get them before.
right. So it's 2
Thanks.
hours.
Let me go see if I can.
Yeah, they're
See if it'll let
second,
me.
second spell.
Are
Second
they-
level spells.
Takes an hour per level to copy it in for each
Yeah.
one. So you'll be up. Yeah, you'll be up for the first watch with
Uh,
Smalley. Easy.
Yes, second level.
Why don't you give me a perception check, Smalley?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a 1.
Molly gets really into collecting firewood, and it's just
Yes.
like he's got that pyre. It is still just blazing tower of heat, and he's really into it. Fortunately, nothing.
He starts, he's singing songs about fire while he does it, and it's just super distracted.
Is he improving songs about fire? Is that why he's concentrating on
We definitely started the fire.
Okay. So next watch comes. Who's second watch?
As when Smalley starts singing, Bandy's just gonna still focusing kind of, but then turn around and cast control flames, and then make the flames just kind of move with the song a bit, like it's kind of getting with the thing, just to.
Smalley, it looks like the fire is into this.
This is really cool. I must be magic.
So okay, so Kiry comes up for the next watch, and we got, and then Web. Okay, the night passes, and you're able to do all your spell stuff, and nothing harasses you. And morning comes, and that pyre is ashes and a few bones. Did you all bring a pigeon with you?
Yeah, I have it. I didn't
We
want to
do have
release it
one.
last night
Yeah.
because in the
Yeah.
night I didn't want night predators to take it out. So one of the last thing I did before I fell asleep was just make a short note to Sister Tabby that it says, presume all dead that are missing. Hags in the hills. 2 of 3 are dead, and we're working on it. And I'll pass on Brother Morris's message. And then I attach it to the pigeon and let the pigeon out.
All right. Flies up over the hill, does a little circle around, and disappears to the southeast, southwest.
Rich, before we take off, before I'm like, all right, everybody, we got to get to this thing real quick. I will do a ritual cast of gentle repose on the bones.
Nice.
And I will dig a small hole for them. So for 10 days, he cannot become like undead again.
Mm-hmm.
And so if the hag did circle back here, still decide something else, it won't work. At
Right.
least for 10 days. So
Right on.
bury the bones. All right.
Right.
Let's go check
And
out this beacon.
I
It's like
take out
300
that-
feet that way.
Not
we
even
we
that.
were given a bottle of wine. Right?
Oh yeah. When was that?
At the monastery when we were passing the monastery. It was with the yellow.
Oh
fruit
yeah,
and the
yeah,
yellow
yeah. It was
wine.
right. It was a
The
brandy.
golden liqueur.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
And I just pop the top and take a swig and pass it around.
Oh, it is delicious. It's like
I'm like for Brother Morris.
it's like bottled sunlight. Sweet, bursting with fruit, like it's a living fruit in your mouth.
For Brother Morris.
Really good.
Yeah.
Pass it around till
Brother
it's
Morris
empty.
and everybody made good stuff.
Yep.
Mhm.
Smalley is a surprisingly lightweight considering his size.
But, oh no.
He's buzzed from a couple swigs of liqueur.
It's pretty good stuff.
Peach schnapps.
So we're going to the beacon.
Yeah, it's even I think I see it and I'll point to where it is. I'm like, oh my gosh, if she's here, like we're almost in sight.
I don't think that's it, but
I'll head
look,
right
if
to where
this
the
is
beacon
calling bad, like, well, no, you're not a bad person.
What do you
If this is calling people from the Shadowfell, from what we've heard, wouldn't it make more sense that she's in the Shadowfell and this is Orcus? Sorry, Big O.
Yes, I think my God, the Raven Queen is it's gotten even louder. The
I'm
Raven
just like,
Queen
is this it? Is this I do this because I'm freaking out?
this is the sign of the Raven Queen.
Okay.
Doesn't it look like a bird? Isn't it?
Yeah,
I came up with
yeah.
that. I'm so proud
that
of
works.
myself.
Yeah.
It is. I think she sent me here to stop it. So
we can hear you just fine. You're
what? That was me being
Yeah.
abstinent. I mean obstinate.
yeah.
I'll head over.
All right, so show
I'm
me where
I'm like, hold on though, before we go in, and I'm as we're nearing
You
kind of
cast
that
alarm.
I'm casting alarm behind us because I need my temp HP.
See if she goes back into the
Because this
hovel.
is not gonna go well. This is not gonna go well.
No, I think it's
Okay.
gonna be fine.
And it's now I can now get 9 at level 3. I now get 9
Ooh.
HP. Yay! Which is half my health again on top of my health. It's great.
Yeah, that's pretty
Hell's
damn good.
bells.
Okay, so Aggie, what are you doing? You're
Heading right over.
okay. So it's new. I mean, you've seen this stuff before. Someone cast plant growth here. But you can slog through it, and you're going uphill. It's a hillside. And you don't have, it's not hard for you to find the entrance. And I'm just gonna move this away there. You're able to find a clearing inside of all of the ivy. Can you guys all see that? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let me do the little recentering thing here that I do there. Yeah, you see this tomb. I will read a description for you. Oh, did you do any reading of the book last night?
They might have. I would have
Aggie?
made it available to everybody. You know.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I had time.
So the first the first 4 days are a third-person journal by Morris. And what follows is the hags seem to have adopted it as a kind of, well, two things. There's kind of, they were so they're basically their research notes are in here. Also a bunch of arcane, weird shadow druid mumbo jumbo, but it's packed with information about the hills in a more of a prose form than the map was. And I've got a player handout that I can share with you. But I'm going to paraphrase it for you. What you learn is that they were lured by the sound of this beacon, this mysterious song. And it took them to a kind of place in the backwater caverns of the Shadowfell, and they found these two obelisks and a shadowy passage beyond, and they went through and they came out in, as you know from that map, at the end of this long narrow side canyon there's two other obelisks. One of them, however, is tipped over, and the reason why is because there was a spring at the head of that narrow canyon, and it undermined. So they've done a lot of research, and they figured out that these Shadar-kai came here, created a gate to this place secretly out of the Raven Queen's sight, they believed, and so that they could bring their followers to this area and create a kind of necropolis for themselves where they could commit themselves to Orcus and break the cycle with the Raven Queen. And they pulled it off. At least the Raven Queen never seemed to intervene. But when the leader, whose name was Krima, when the leader created the gate, he plugged the spring with one of the obelisks, so that because the spring had sort of a lot of apparently it was sacred to somebody who was really into sunlight. Let's just say a sun god of some kind, like Othander, or perhaps Eldath, the goddess of quiet, secluded places. And so he plugged the spring, poisoned it with all this shadow funk coming through the gate, and basically the hills slowly turned shadowy over as things just kind of seeped through this gate. But eventually the spring, like hundreds of years later, the spring undermined that obelisk, and it fell over, and the spring returned. So when the hags stepped out on this side of the gate, they stepped into this radiant spring of life and sunshine, and it just about burned them to ashes, and they fled. They couldn't get back because they found out later because the way back obelisk had toppled. So they couldn't get back. So they're like, ah, and they ran, and they managed to survive. And then they just camped in the Hollow Hills, which they found lovely because it was full of shadow gloom. And they started to make it home, and also research and try to figure out how they could fix the other obelisk. They had to call someone else who was stronger physically and who wouldn't burn up in the radiance to re-erect the other obelisk, which they think, or at least Morris told you, is happening as we speak.
The beautiful elves we saw.
Yes, those Shadar-kai. They're, Raven Queen's people. I guess they were ungrateful for the Raven Queen's, patronage. I don't know.
Can you imagine?
I can't. But the hags loved the place, so they started to try to figure out how they could fix things, and they really wanted to silence this beacon, which can be heard all the way across the Shadowfell, because they don't want other maybe stronger shadow creatures to show up and take it from them. So I
share all this.
Yes, and so they're so that's why they've been digging this hill for months, trying to find a door, and they finally found it, and now it's excavated. And they do believe somebody else excavated it before them, but buried it again, which seems to suggest to them that it was not looted. Maybe someone was planning to come back to loot it or something. They don't know why. So let's see. What else?
So we're
do you
there
want?
now, right?
You're there now.
Ding.
The hags also mentioned that there was a bossy wizard who visited them at some point. They call her Bobby, and
Call her Bobby, right?
Who was
Her.
looking for a wand in the
Yeah.
Hollow Hills, and basically said, "You can stay here in the Hollow Hills if you find this wand, and you got to tell me about it, and I'll buy it from you, fair and square. But there's a wand I'm looking for. It's lost somewhere in the Hollow Hills."
Did they
Their name
write a
was
description of the wand?
Bobby. Yeah, is there a description of the wand?
Nope.
Is
Nope.
that they call him Bobby? Barthy? Bobby? Is it
Possibly,
smudged?
possibly.
We don't know.
No, it seems like a nickname they've given this wizard. But they fret that this person will come back and simply take anything they find in the tomb, and so they carefully watch the road to make sure that no one gets a sight of their dig. If there is anybody on the road, they quickly make the owl call and bury it in a plant growth. And they try to, and every night they plant growth it so that any night crawlers that come along won't find it. And every day they clear it again, and the twig creatures dig. Anyway,
Maybe we should have gone to the gate.
And what are we looking at? This is
Well, we're
Is
about
this
to,
it?
and I'll
don't touch it yet.
I wasn't gonna touch it.
Okay.
Smalley's gonna touch it, and I'm gonna use my
No.
shovel as leverage.
No. Is it
Okay.
stone?
It
Is it a
is.
stone
Okay.
door?
It is. Give me
Okay.
a second.
Dwarven. Okay, describe it, and then dwarven
Okay.
stuff.
So halfway up the hill, concealed behind these curtains of ivy, you find a nearly complete excavation of an unopened tomb. The tomb's door slab stands mostly clear of dirt. An hour or so more digging might get it clear. The slab is of marble with no handle or hinges on its surface. The engraved lines of text. The engraving shows a goat-headed satyr treading upon a bird, and there's some words in weird script, ugly weird script. I don't know if anyone here speaks this language.
Is it celestial?
Nope. No.
Ugly weird script immediately goes to celestial. Yeah.
it's the only other language I know.
I wonder what Kiry speaks. I don't think she does either, but it's
Smalley
just a few words.
has common, orc, and sylvan.
No.
No, okay.
No.
Kiry has abyssal, infernal, any language that we think would help.
No.
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 Well, it's in chiller font.
Oh no.
Oh.
Better than Comic Sans.
Yeah.
No,
I just bandit. That's look, the big O stepping on the big RQ. That's not good, right?
No,
and Bandit just wants to check to make sure, like, based off the notes, that this is the original door. Like, is it
Like
in
a
the
new
right
door was
place? Basically, just stone, like the stone working. And is this all look original? Because the notes said they thought somebody had opened it.
Yeah, you'll notice. Why don't you do an investigation?
Yeah, it's history investigation. I get to add plus. Oh Jesus, it's 11 technically.
Can I roll advantage, or can I give Bandy advantage on this?
You rolled history, Gar.
Well, yeah, because stone cunning is an intelligence history check.
Oh, okay.
Can I give advantage with like my Raven Queen and reading the book, so you can give it a second try?
I mean, you can also just roll investigation yourself.
All right, I can do that. 22.
Mhm,
I did
okay.
investigation, straight up investigation.
Okay, you can see that there's evidence of like crowbar chips around the edge of
Okay.
upper edge of it. You can see why they might have thought somebody's been in here. Although maybe they attempted to.
Doesn't mean
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they got in. It just means
Yeah.
they tried.
So I'm just gonna, for fun, look at Kiry and see what she's
Almost got the door clear, Smalley. Get ready.
language. Oh,
Man, more parties need to travel with shovels instead of 10-foot poles.
Honestly, I agree.
So much more useful.
It's
I mean,
awesome.
how are you going to dig stuff up with a 10-foot pole?
Well, you
Man.
know, there's
Now, is it
actually
a pull
magic.
door?
Or 50 feet of rope? I mean, come on.
If you have ever like carried a piece of 10-foot lumber, it is so awkward.
Yeah.
It is so awkward. It is hilarious that we've always imagined.
It goes on your shoulder about the midway point and you just walk along with it balanced.
You
You can't get in any other way.
Wow.
You never
Yeah.
like clock somebody in front of you with it.
Yo, you don't. You can't turn. Everybody's got to be 10 feet. Everybody's got to be 10 feet apart. Yeah.
So funny.
All right, Smalley, I got
So
it
is it
clear.
a pull door or a push door? Because Molly will do the opposite of whatever that is.
No,
Does it
Smalley,
have
the other
sign?
way.
I don't know.
It's so there's nothing to really get your fingers on. You could try to, I mean, tell me how you're going to try to get at it. It's
Well, if there's no handle,
yeah.
then he's just going to put his shoulder up against it, like, and then like ram.
Yeah. Okay. Give it a ram.
Can I give Smalley
I'm
advantage
giving it a
by
ram.
also trying to help ram into it?
Sure.
This is wow.
Athletics?
Really?
Wow.
As a dwarf, I'm standing back looking at something made us. Really?
What?
All right.
It
Yeah, but
I mean, a bunch of dust kind of trickles down around the edges of it, but it doesn't really move.
Yeah.
how much space is in this clearing for like a running start?
It's really bad. It's all tangled ivy up to your like waist.
I'll start it again.
Retcon real quick, because while they were well Aggie was digging for an hour.
Or an hour.
Bandy would have sat down, and now that he knows that pearl works for identify,
Yeah.
he would have identified the creepy eye thing, like the jar with the eye, but without taking it out, just reaching in and like touching it.
Sure.
Because doesn't want to see it, but just wants to identify to see what the heck it is. That would have been thing number one.
Okay. Yes. So it has powerful necromantic properties. Let me get to it. It has one charge, and it activates on its own in the presence of undead, and it lasts for an hour. And what it does is, apparently it shines, it glows, and the eyeball will stare in the direction of the undead. So it kind of like points the direction. It also makes it really hard. It gets bright when they come close, if undead comes close, and it makes them difficult for them to function well. Basically, they have disadvantage on their actions in its light.
That immediately gets unwrapped and tied, and very carefully tied to the backpack out, like, because now there's a truck to the bird cage. Now has that safe place the bird cage was hanging. Now has this. I know it's freaky. It's real great. Just trust me. Does it recharge every day, or is it just one use and it's gone?
It recharges with a human sacrifice.
Oh.
Easy.
What the?
Easy.
It'll only work once.
That's a first
and
level
then,
spell.
and then it's destroyed.
Well, it depends if we find more bad guys. If we find puppy killers,
I
then we
didn't
can
tell
make it
them that.
work
I didn't
again.
tell them. I
No,
just all I told them was
okay. All right.
it's real good for us. I know it's creepy, but it only works once, and then we throw it away.
Uh,
No.
oh, bummer.
Yeah. Just
Oh, well.
yeah. Look, it'll be cool if any undead come our way. It's going to be helpful. You'll love this, Aggie.
So with like the 3 feet of running start that Ollie gets, he's going to do it again.
All right, Smalley. Roll again. Oh my god.
27, a crit success.
Oh my god.
We're getting in.
Bandage is sitting there. I don't know what you think's going to happen here.
Smalley,
This is it's a stone door.
So what happens is
It's fairly well crafted.
Smalley just like puffs himself up, gets this look in his eye, and just goes boom, 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 wham against it, and kind of staggers back from it a little bit, and the slab, it's like it rebounds in its socket, and it starts to fall open towards Smalley.
Smalley.
And I immediately grab and like try to I think we're all trying to grab and pull away.
So with advantage, roll a dexterity save
For Smalley, yeah.
Danger
Smalley.
sense.
Danger sense. That's right.
You have danger sense? What's it do?
Oh, it's dex. It's advantage on dex against effects that I can see.
Oh yeah. Well, then you don't even need anybody's help. Oh
Still
yeah,
happening.
you got this.
Hey,
All right.
You step aside,
21.
dust your hands off, and watch this thing go boom, and dust just the falling slab just moves the air of the tomb out, and this gust of mold and mildew smell is just overwhelming, terrible breath of this tomb.
I have always said that there is no better lockpick than a barbarian.
Smalley, you're incredible.
That was that's I don't understand how that worked, but I'm proud of you. That was impressive.
Stubborn resolve.
Spinach.
We should let that place air out a bit, I think. And then I'm taking out that little box with the clasp, and I'm looking real close for any like I don't have the ability to check for traps, but he's trying to do all the things that he's seen his business partners do before they open things, and then I'm going to open the box. If it looks okay, he doesn't know. He just opens the box.
Do you need a lockpick on the box?
It opens, and inside is a single flask. Vial.
Oh, is it empty?
No, it's full. It's got a wax seal on it.
What?
Looks important.
What?
It's a potion.
Drink it.
Arcana check. 19.
You think it's, judging from the sigils on it, you think it's turns you into gas. You drink it and you become like a cloud of gas, and you can sort of like move around like a little cloud.
Like a fart.
Yeah, it's like potion of fart form.
I don't think this helps us at the moment, but interesting. Why would they have wanted this? Is what I'm wondering.
Okay, this doesn't look like they made it. It looks like this was purchased at a maybe at R&B Magic Supply. It's
Oh, so maybe somebody brought it with them, and it's just there.
Ah, okay.
It's been relooted.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
regifting, only without consent.
Oh, brother Morris. I use my cleric of the grave ability called Eyes of the Grave, and
Ooh.
for an action I can magically detect undead within 60 feet of me
Ooh.
that isn't protected by divination magic. But
Mhm. You do not sense any. What you see when the slab falls, and I know you're letting it air out a little bit.
not really.
Yeah,
Bandy,
it's-
that's a really good idea, Bandy. And I'm like stepping in.
No.
That's
Bad.
so
bad.
smart of you, Bandy.
One of the fastest ways miners die is by breathing bad air. Please don't.
Oh, that's very dwarvish.
That is true. That is so smart.
And
I like dancing lights
And you let it
inside, so they can at least look from the outside.
You
Okay.
cast a
Look with your
firebolt and it
eyes,
goes
not
out.
with your physical person. I thought that was going to come out better, but there we can get up here. We can peek in from here.
Do I see a body in there?
No. What you see is a crumbling corridor. Reaches about 20 feet into the hillside, where it is blocked by an iron-barred gate. Unnatural gloom limits vision, even with the dancing lights, to about 30 feet. But on the near side of the gate, just on this side of the gate, there is a bell. I'm sorry. No, sorry. I'll just read this more carefully. But on the near side of the gate, on this side of the gate, is a brass pan hanging on a chain, kind of like, when there's like scales and there's a brass pan on either side, and you put something in it, and you put a weight on the other side, and you wait, it's like a single pan, scale pan hanging on this side of the iron. And on the other side of the gate, you can see a bell, pretty large brass bell. And the second gate, you can see another set of iron bars. I'm going to have to show you the map. I mean, you got
Aggie, this is not like the others.
Yeah, there should have been a body in here. I don't know where.
Let's hope not.
Well, a
I've
body.
had enough of dead people for a while.
We ring the bell. We ring the bell.
Oh, robot voice.
Oh yeah, you got your robot voice back.
Time.
That's funny how
It was
that
nice
happens. We
because it
should time
duplicated.
that.
It was so cool.
Oh dear. Interesting.
You ring the bell?
No, I have to. My map did not work. My import of this map.
I don't want to ring anything at the moment. Maybe we should figure out what the heck. Like, there's gates.
Yeah, this is not
Sure.
like any of these other tombs you've seen. This is already larger than any of the others. Give me a second here while I seek out the proper map.
The real Hagwives of the Hollow Hills would have charged a lot for this place.
I'm looking for something inside my
Got
price
built-in
range.
security.
I am a farmer, and I have a budget of 30 million gold pieces.
God.
And I'm an artist. Shows upset me so much. I'm like,
they upset you?
It's just like, I work in retail and my upward budget is $700,000. And you're like, what? Yeah. Where do you...
Excuse me.
Like,
I work in retail, or she works in retail, and her partner works works from home online, but they don't say anything else.
They don't say at all.
But their budget is $1.2 million for a starter home. And it's like,
Maroon.
Yeah, it's hard to.
I've seen a lot of those. Shows.
I do.
Kills me every time.
Love them and I hate them. Love a good fixer-up show.
And you hate them because
they're so rich and I'll never have
money
it.
They're talking about is ridiculous.
Sorry to all of our
So-
viewers that are exclusively HGTV home buyers who have all been have produced television episodes where they buy their houses on it.
They're addictively watchable though, because I love like, the before and after, but you're absolutely right. I mean, homemade mug makers can't mm-mm.
I know.
They sell artisanally crafted, blah blah blah. It's like at a
Homemade
local
mug
folk art shop, and it's like, what?
Oh.
I mean, good for you if you're able to do it. I'm proud of you.
Audience, what I said was true.
So, Aggie, is the bell the sound you're hearing? Is it like the ringing of a bell, or is it some other sound?
Now that it's no, I don't think so. I think the bell is how you get through this first gate.
It's a tone. What you hear is a tone. Okay.
It's more of a tone, if I had to say.
Like, is it an angry tone or a sarcastic tone?
No.
Or a joking tone? I'm told people ask me all the time, can you just like talk in a more calming tone? And I don't understand what that means. So I'm
I
trying
would
to
believe
figure out
that.
what kind of tone you mean.
Here,
People haven't
there
figured
like
it up yet. Bandy can't talk. Bandy's inside voice is his outside voice. It just doesn't. That's just it.
It is outside
Not
voice.
mad or anything. It's just always like that. Can you whisper? I mean, I can whisper, but this is what it sounds like. I don't.
Do we put something in the pan?
Almost there.
Yeah, I suppose so. I guess, can we take a look at it? Like, what object would have gone on here? Like, do I see old blood stains on the pan? You know what I mean? It's like, and this requires human sacrifice to get in. I'll go, darn it, Steve, I want to go in, but I can't do this. You've gone to a place I can't follow you.
I will.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
Very briefly, I'm just now preparing the map. It sometimes Roll20 is very strange, and yeah, like I have something all prepared and ready to go, and then it doesn't appear. So
And then no, you can't use it.
Yeah, it's a little odd, but I can deal with it.
So we're trying to think. It was the book I stole out. I liberated from the Hagwives. The book, and now we know what it said. The box, and now we know what was in it, and the cool eyeball thing. As far as you know, it's a jar with an eye. It's a wicker jar with a wicker wrap jar with an eyeball in it. It's just like on one side and a dead rat purse on the other. Bandy's been just blinged out the last 2 episodes.
Upgrading his look.
Yeah, loves it.
I like that you have like essentially made it home sting. It's like it glows blue when corpses are nearby. But only once.
Only once.
Yeah.
Mom, can I buy Sting? We have Sting at home, and it's the eyeball in a jar.
Oh my God.
This is a weird session. Some weird energy. This is...
Okay. I think I'm ready here. I just got to grab your... Good Lord. Okay, grab your characters. There they are.
Officially have rolled a crit 1 on my investigation of the pan and the bell.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay.
Bandy is, since while we're like waiting for the air to clear. Oh, there was this. I want to, and I pull out the dirty brass cup. Almost forgot I got this off one of those hags too.
Did you ever identify?
I cast identify on it.
Okay, I think you did identify it.
I didn't, but
you didn't. Okay,
it right now.
It's
cup of holding human.
No, if you drink a potion of healing out of it, it makes it max healing.
Ooh.
But it's it's dirty. Right?
Yeah.
That's why it works.
This is super cool, you guys.
What does it do?
And I'm like trying to clean it out. Does it clean out at all? Is it just perpetually filthy?
Yeah, no,
probiotics.
It's not.
Oh no, it cleans out. Okay. I'm like, well, once it's clean, if if we have the time, I guess this isn't great for combat, but if you pour a potion of healing in this and then drink it from this, you get like the full potential of the potion of healing.
Hmm.
Oh, interesting.
You know, because normally it's like, how much are we getting out of this one? And it's like, you never know from one potion to the next. This is like the good stuff. This makes it the good stuff.
Oh, might be worth trying while we, if it came to it and it was important. Maybe like when if someone passes out and needs
After
to be
combat,
revived.
maybe. I don't know that I want to get a cup out of a bag and then pour the potion. And then like that seems like it's taking too long. I just want to get the person up.
Do you want a carabiner? I have one. You could just like leave it on your pack.
What am I?
Carabiner.
What do I care about beans for? I don't. What does that have to do with a cup?
No, it's like a clip. You can hold stuff like to your pack. It's called a carabiner.
How is it gonna hold a cup?
I'll pull one out because apparently canonically carabiners exist because Steven hasn't stopped me. So
The best. Well, the DM's just like distracted folks. You get the best stuff going on.
Well,
and it just
there's iron spikes. You would have found some of those next to the tent poles.
I'm fine. I'll just keep it like right here on the outer pocket of this backpack. I won't bury it inside, and it'll be easier to get to. I'm just readjusting some things in the bags. Because remember, Bandy's got a backpack on the back and a backpack on the front.
Hey guys, I found a line of
all
ants.
of our loot in the front one.
A line of ants?
Yeah. Look, they're going somewhere.
Where are they
That's
going?
My crit fan.
Probably to a tree because they're tree ants. Continuing the joke from last week.
Your fist comes down, hits Smalley for 40 damage. Oh my god!
Okay. I'm sorry. This was I
Guys, I've changed my mind. We need to go to the gate. I get a funny feeling the Raven Queen wants me there.
Okay. I got this. I'm good at what I do, and I am liked by people.
Yes.
Good affirmation.
Daily affirmations.
Yeah.
Was it Stuart Smalley? I can't remember his name. Is that his name?
No, Jack Handy.
Jack Handy. That's right.
Oh
Jack
my
Handy.
God, so much
I knew it was
fun.
some weird name. All right.
I can remember one of them. I can recite it for you. It's one of my favorites. I was asked when sitting with the child asked, "What is the rain?" And I answered, "It's God's tears." And the child said, "Why is God crying?" And I answered, "Probably something you did."
Oh, wow.
So sad.
Yeah. That sounds like
I love it.
like Jack Handy.
Oh, deep
For
thoughts.
those who are going, what the heck are they talking about? This was a Saturday Night Live story.
Yeah. Look up Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. Okay.
Oh, that's what it was. Deep Thoughts. Okay.
They're so funny.
Oh, no, wait. No, see. No, I was right. I'm smart enough. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, and doggone people like it is Stuart Smalley.
Oh, Stuart Smalley.
That was the daily positive affirmations.
Who was
Jack
that?
Handy was Deep Thoughts.
Okay.
Yes.
Who was the I don't remember who the comic was who did
Al Franken.
Oh, Al Franken did those?
Yeah.
God.
There's even a book, folks. They even made a book. It was such a big thing. There was a book.
It was so freaking funny.
I think you got to get it. I think this is it.
I think that's what Steven needs to get for Christmas. Somebody needs to give that to Steven for Christmas.
Easily done.
Okay. All right. Can you see now?
I can, but
where we are?
Oh.
I am
no, we're getting into a dungeon dive.
Oh.
But I am underneath the map.
Oh. Bad map.
Steven, I feel so bad for you. You spent all this time, and we're gonna be too dumb to figure out your pan puzzle. And we're gonna have to turn around. Well, Smalley will put the door back up, and
I love it. I hope you're right. No, Okay, come on, man. I just got to put the right layer here. Oh, yeah. There it is. Okay, you good?
There I am. Okay. Yes, I
Okay.
found him.
Smalley, how did you get on the other side of the gate? I only looked away for a second.
Okay, what you see, let me just do that centering thing. Okay. Here's the passage. All these the I'll now I'm going to back up a little bit and say at the very edge of your vision a second gate of iron bars, so you can just see there's a iron bars at the other side. So let me just do this. I'll go ahead and like there. So you can see there's two sets of iron bars, one here and one here. And there's a bell hanging by chains on a yoke, one of those, I don't know what you call it for a bell, but it's like a yoke for an oxen. And then here is a pan that's hanging from the ceiling also. One of those, like a scale pan. Let me read the rest to you here. Once plastered and painted with murals finer than in other tombs, the plaster now rots, sags, and lies in moldy heaps. On the left wall, murals that remain depict gray-skinned elves in chains. On the right wall, the same elves rejoice, freed of chains. Boot tracks mar the floor. Now, I'm going to let you back up here because you probably wouldn't want to, once you notice the boot tracks, you might want to not go in quite yet. What you see all these white patches? That's like plaster dust. And this, you can just see water damage in this place has made what was once a nice painted plaster passageway into the saggy, crumbling, yucky mess of wet plaster. So the tracks are very clear on the floor. Someone's been in here, and not just one person. If you want to do like an investigation, no, survival, you can sort of look at it and see what
Well,
you're looking
Smalley found the line of ants, so
yeah, ants, bro. Kiry is
And
very
Bandy's
impressed.
making a joke about tree ants. So
Aggie, okay, let's see. So dust and water accumulate. You can see these tracks, and you're thinking based on the dust and water that's accumulated on top of the tracks that it's like 2, 3, 4 years ago that these people went through. Also, that it was more than 2 people, like 3 at least people
Oh, wow.
went in here.
at least
I wonder if
people.
let's just see if Webb has anything he can. Nope. And what about Kiry? Nope. Okay. Yeah.
I guess you can't go any further.
No, but that's all you can tell from the tracks. But definitely
Man,
someone
looks-
has
Someone?
been at least this far.
Oh man, someone opened
what
it.
are you?
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
What?
The brass pan is like from a grocer's scale, hangs on a chain, and there's writing on it that you can see on its rim.
Do we need
does
to
it say?
walk in their footsteps, or are we just cool walking?
I think we're okay to just walk. I don't see any like.
Smalley already did it.
As I'm just all right.
Crunch, crunch. Your sound, the sounds you make are very loud in here. Why don't y'all make a perception check?
Yeah, what does the writing say?
Panic, full on panic mode. Anxiety
Look at
always brings
us.
out the best in Bandy's perception.
How'd you do,
So
Smalley?
Aggie, you
12.
notice.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
I mean, pretty much, Aggie, you see that these bars sink into loose sockets in the floor and the ceiling, which makes you think they go down into the sockets or up into the sockets, one or the other, or can be made to do that. You also notice that the chain that the grocer's thing pan hangs from also goes into a hole in the ceiling, rather than being like hanging from a hook or something.
What's this? The bars made out of? What material?
Iron.
Iron.
Yeah.
As the iron looks old, like hundreds of years old, right? Like original Shadar-kai.
Yes, it's very rusty.
Shooting that water damage. Hey,
they
Smalley.
discovered the secret of stainless steel.
No.
Yeah, just a little nickel in there, you know.
Hey, Smalley, I have,
Nope.
there's a puzzle in front of us,
So-
but do you know it's a much faster way to get
So wait, there was writing on the pan
what?
again?
Yeah, what did the pan say?
Did I
Sorry.
miss?
It says
The writing on the wall.
pass.
Don't.
It says pass, pass, beloved builders. But first, a toll.
Put a copper in.
Like,
Guys, I think I need
Web.
money.
web. Does this look like a trap?
Third copper.
Everyone roll a con save.
Uh-oh.
Too late.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, friends.
Again, is it against poison? Because I get
Yes.
advantage of it.
Yes.
It is? Okay.
No, I failed it. Crit failed it.
No! Smalley, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I didn't do well either.
Oh, is that's your advantage one?
9. Yeah.
Guys,
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Everyone. Okay, let me see how.
Everyone
TPK.
but me?
Let's see.
Kiry, keep staying back like you have been.
Oh, Webb's okay. Oh my, yeah, and Kiry.
Oh.
So everyone except so Aggie, what you see is everyone just goes, and Smalley just like sinks to the ground and just curls up.
Smalley. Smalley. Smalley.
Kiry is just as hopelessly asleep, and so is Bandy. It's
Bandy?
just you and
Bandy,
Webb.
you have to stay awake. You're
And he fell asleep leaning against the wall. Just so.
Oh, he's standing up.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. I put a couple coins on there and put everybody to sleep.
Webb like kicks Bandy in the foot, kicks his boot. Wake up, you doof!
Do they wake up?
No.
Okay.
What the hell?
I don't know. And I'll really shake Smalley.
Yeah, he's hard to shake, but nothing changes.
All right. I have
Kiry's making these sounds like me 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 me.
so stupid. I go, all right, let's keep them. And I'll like kind of I'll like help me pull everybody together, okay? And I am going to use the best spell again, and I use create water, and I create ice water. It is literally as cold, like it is like ice crystals, like Titanic, like Pacific Ocean.
Oh my god!
In case it helps Kiry at all, isn't she an elf?
Yes.
Which means she can't be put to sleep.
Unless it's magical.
Yeah, it's
okay.
it's not magic. It's poison.
But I gather everybody together and I cast create water, and I create water in my.
They are
like a big...
so wet and so cold.
I do it on their face,
and they just.
No.
No,
the spell's worth so little.
Wow.
Yeah, it's they ain't waking up. Now Kiry's starting to shiver in her sleep.
Okay. Who is okay. I just forgot how to do this. And I turn to Smalley and I cast Lesser Restoration on Smalley, which one condition can be I can heal one disease or a condition afflicting them. And that condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Okay. So Smalley, in your sleep, what
Oh
you
no.
experience isn't sleep. What you experience is everything goes dark, and you know that you're in that tomb that you just entered because you recognize the bars and the pan, and you see far down this way down in the darkness, you see a pale figure. It's walking toward you. It's a woman, like an elfish woman. She's very pretty, but very severe face. Her eyes are just black. She's walking straight for you, very calmly, very slowly. She stops right next to you and looks down at you. She says, and then she reaches down and puts her finger on your lip, and then you wake up, and Aggie's there going, looking really freaked out. And
What if I don't want to be quiet?
and you can't remember, was it Aggie who was telling you shush? You don't know. She's pretty pale, but
Are
she's
you okay, Smalley?
Maybe I don't want to be quiet. I don't want to be quiet.
What are you talking about?
Were you trying to tell me to be quiet?
No. No, why would I
there
I was yelling at you. I mean, look, and I turn and you see I and just Webb is like something like so extreme to Bandy. I'm like, no.
Hey, you ever wonder if maybe Bandy was holding out on us? Like,
No, I don't.
no?
You keep your hands to yourself, mister.
Hey, I'm just saying. I don't know. He seems like a good guy, decent guy.
He's keeping separate money for Smalley.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't even. Yeah.
Put that back. I see it in your hands. I see it. It's in your hand.
I don't have. How did that get there? You put that there.
Okay. Are you okay, Smalley? I'm gonna go wake up Bandy, but I can't do that again. So Kiry's just gonna have to be
I can. There was a lady. She was really tall and with her ears, but her eyes were black. And she was telling me to be quiet.
Does that mean anything to me?
No.
Okay.
Not except, creepy.
I don't get like Raven Queen vibes or anything like that.
You'd have to ask him more questions to figure out.
That's everything Smalley knows.
Yeah.
Let me wake up Bandy. And you might have to carry your sister. Is that okay, Smalley?
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Just put her on the table and then pick up the table.
And I touch both the sides of Bandy's face.
Okay.
And I cast Lesser Restoration.
Bandy.
The spell slots.
Yeah. Bandy wakes from dreamless sleep. Big yawn on his lips.
What
Also,
did I?
Your cheeks sting a little bit, and you're
sleep through watch again.
Cold.
What?
You are so cold and wet. You are.
Why am I?
So
wait, why am I wet? Where are we? Wait. Is
Bandy,
this? Are you pranking me?
No, Bandy, you triggered another trap, and you the water, and I tried to wake you up, and
what?
Yeah,
last thing I remember was asking Webb if this was a trap, and then now I'm cold and wet.
It was
and my
a trap.
Cheeks sting.
Look at Webb for that one.
Hey, I was trying to wake you up. You just a little. Hey, bambino. Trying to.
Mario 64 pulling the face.
What is? And I turn around and what's with?
Oh, Kiry's like shivering now.
What's with Kiry?
I hug her.
Yeah, she's soaking wet. I don't know. All this is such a wet place. I don't know where it got so wet. All of a sudden, there's a lot of water damage. You can see that for sure. So.
I had web of gold.
All
All right, but so this spell went off, and you all collapsed, or this poison. Does it look?
What? Who triggered the trap? Somebody touched something?
Andy?
What?
I
Bandy,
didn't
what'd you
touch
say?
anything. I literally said, Web, does this look like a trap? I wasn't touching anything.
I may have put a couple coppers in that tin.
Oh,
What'd you do that for?
Because I thought that we had to pay a toll. That was the whole thing. And I was like, money
Toll.
back then was worth different. So I figured a couple copper back then was worth a lot more than it is today.
Pass, beloved builders, but first a toll.
Well, you just paid a toll. All these people just paid a toll. So maybe we can pass now.
Builders.
Why would they
I'm not a
care about gold? Or
I don't know.
or silver
I'm
or
not a
copper?
builder. Are you a builder?
Can we?
What
Who's
is
builders?
Big O? What is Big O like?
Corpses.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's why I tried the gold and copper first.
Well, all right. So there's some kind of trick.
All right,
Maybe.
hold on. Who's Smalley? If I fall asleep again, can you drag me out of here?
Yeah, I can carry you.
Okay, everybody
problem.
back out of the
You already have Kiry in
tunnel.
your arms.
Wait, where are you guys going?
Let's just not be near this real quick.
I'll go
Alright,
check
everybody-
out the entrance.
Okay, everybody's leaving.
Mhm.
Okay, it's just
And I'm gonna
Like,
pull out. It's just me, and I'm gonna pull out a pocket knife. And I'm gonna hold the back of my hand over the thing, and I'm gonna slice it and let the blood drip onto the pan.
yeah. Okay, now there's some coins and some blood, and make an advantage save. A
That's
con
just-
save.
Wait, the trap isn't drained yet? Please be fine, Bandy.
What do you want?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You
Oh,
you
okay.
smell. You think you might smell something a little bit, and then you're all right.
All right. Well, it's not blood because it tried to do it again, and I just like wipe off. Like,
Me-
so
you
it's
didn't
not.
pay. You didn't pay it yet. You put in the coin.
Well,
No,
obviously,
like I don't think it's a coin.
I think it wants meat, like bodies. Smalley, you still have some of that ham. And that was
I
a
have
body
Oh
at one point.
God. I come back and I'm like, this is the
Meat is
first
meat.
time I'm asking you this, and it's the last. Hopefully, it's the last time. But can I have some of that ham?
There's a clear logic to this.
How many days old is this thing now?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it might be 4.
Yeah, no problem. Here we go. And then he like rips off a chunk of meat and then hands it to
Ugh.
Bandy.
And like, unlike with the rat that Bandy's fine with, it's like, oh God.
It's green. It is
I need
green.
purified
And I
food
go in
and
and I'm
drink.
like, I don't know which is gonna knock me out first, the smell his ham or whatever that spits out, and I drop the ham onto the platter.
It is
Okay.
rotting meat, dude.
Tang. Okay. First of all, Smalley make a con save,
No!
and then Bandy make one with that at advantage.
Why? For the ham?
Molly's so far away.
No, Smalley just took a bite of that ham.
Oh,
did
no.
you?
Yeah.
I crit succeeded.
Oh
It's fine.
my God. Just chewing it up with relish. Crit success.
So what? I'm just making a regular con save?
Yeah, that's what
Is
you've
it
been
the-
doing.
Okay, so
Oh
you
no,
have
no, I
advantage
was
'cause
making a
it's
con
poison.
save against poison before.
Oh yeah, same. So with
Okay, same
advantage.
thing.
Oh, boy,
No,
vey.
I fail again.
No.
Oh,
This has got to work.
No!
He goes down in the puddle of freezing water.
Well, just against the side. He's
Okay.
too balanced with the bags and like stocky dwarven stature. He's just like
Okay.
chunk.
All right, I'll grab.
Uh,
Do you want to grab Bandy? I'll take Kiry.
t-
So wait a second. Wait a second. You're trying to do a toll. You
Yeah.
did coins, you did blood, you did rotten meat,
Flesh.
flesh. All right. So what kind of toll has this got to be then?
Toll. Someone, Michelle says ring a bell, but Molly doesn't know that.
I would be curious, just hearing the word toll over and over. Can I cast Toll the Dead on the bell? Like on the bell to ring it?
Well.
Do you drag me out of there first, or
What? You're gonna fall more asleep?
you don't know what
No,
happens when you touch the bell?
Yeah, definitely.
Give me a second.
I drag you out.
Thank you.
I think Toll the Dead might have to affect a creature.
I think
Yeah,
it's a
I think
creature that-
so.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
So toll in that case means ringing a bell. Toll the bell. Toll the dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like a cost, but what
Does it
cost
work
does it
if-
want?
Smalley just yells down the hallway, gong.
Smalley, we might be going to plan C, which is you just hitting that really hard.
Well, I could do it from here because I got a nice running start.
I'll pull Bandy back further and I go, I'll give you your best shot.
What are you doing? I'm sorry.
Am I doing it?
Are
Smalley,
you?
do it if you
You're
want.
gonna
I don't-
run into
I think it's probably a
the
bad idea, but
the
the
gate?
iron rusted gate that's been there for 400 years with water damage.
And you're gonna ram into it?
I mean, they rammed
I'm
into
going
the
to-
stone door.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, I thought I heard you say you were gonna try to ring the bell.
We can't reach the bell,
It's
right?
definitely going to ring his bell. That's for sure.
Well, you could. I mean,
Somebody pick up a rock and throw it at the bell.
I grabbed the rock that I've been just constantly casting light on. I'll huck it at the bell.
All right, roll and see if you hit it.
What is that? Athletics.
Mhm.
Oh, I should have let Smalley do this. Of course, it's me and my dumb bell or
So-
rock.
Is it light?
7.
Well, it's at least it lights the area up over there.
I run back out. I grab another rock. Smalley, you just
You
all
always
our
do- what?
friends.
Okay,
You can see a
Okay,
little
that
more
is-
now since-
that's a 15.
Okay. Pong. And it seems to resonate more than it probably should. And
It wants us
the
to harmonize.
bars sink into the ground.
Oh, I got it! Player Michelle got it.
And that is the end of
Oh.
this session. Thank you. I am Stephen Merlino. I'm the DM for this horrible, miserable, mind-harming adventure. And I hope you've enjoyed it, however. And let's see, what else do I need to tell everybody about? That's about it, really. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next week.
Last
Michelle,
chance to join.
Yeah. Last chance to join.
Yeah, last chance to join the dice giveaway! Exclamation point ticket to enter the giveaway today for a dice set of your choice of anything we have on phoenixdice.com, of which I am the chief Phoenix Wrangler. And you can find me on any social media really at Phoenix Dice if you want to talk about Smalley Tailsinger or anything else. Gwen.
I've been my name is Gwendolyn. I've been so smart Aggie today. Who has done nothing wrong and is going to be contemplating for the next week how long it takes to wake someone up. Garwar.
Hey, I've been playing Bandy, who, yeah, what a train wreck he had today. But at least nobody stole his stuff, I think. We'll find out later. But he's chilling with a short rest, apparently, and he's going to enjoy that. You can find me at Twitch TV/Garwar most of the time. I stream a variety of different games, including Idle Champions, which is one of our sponsors.
Cool.
Grab that code. Also, just a heads up, Jen was on her way to PAX West and got there, but it was after like 13 days of driving. So,
oh my God, they drove
13
hours. Excuse me, 13 hours of driving.
Oh,
Today,
13 days.
like
brutal.
17 hours yesterday, maybe, or maybe it was a couple. Yeah, they drove.
Okay,
Which is fine. I mean, that's how I like to do it too. But yeah, it sounds
Really?
like they probably hit traffic. So
okay, yeah, sounds exhausting.
that's why they couldn't make it. But
Well, we'll have to tell her that her character is asleep and experiencing hypothermia.
Enough unconscious people to keep her warm. It's fine. Make them into a cuddle puddle.
Funny. All right. Well, thanks for watching. And next week we find out what's past the next gate. See you then.
Can we even make it past the next gate?
Oh,
dice
the dice
giveaway,
giveaway. The
dice
dice.
giveaway.
Dice. Who said that?
You may not have heard, but we just
We
heard
have to do a
God,
dice
and they
giveaway.
told us dice.
Do you remember did you ever see the Muppet Show? And you remember
course.
the vet who's gone to the dogs, and at the end of each of his shows, he's a dog and he's a veterinarian, and the announcer voice comes over and says, and that concludes our episode. And while he's speaking, they're all looking around like,
where's the voice coming from?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Drum
All right.
roll.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, what? Prenali.
Yay.
Say that again?
They were talking about bats earlier, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
I will be in touch. Are you on the Discord? Maybe. I'll whisper
I
now.
don't know. I know they're in my Twitch community usually. So if you have an issue getting
Okay.
hold of them, let me know and I'll.
Cool.
right on. Okay. With that, goodbye, and we'll see you next time.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.